because they're so terminally fucking online. They just see, lines everywhere. Is that what
Well,
these
yeah,
collective
no,
shout
we
people are
were.
like?
So, yes, slide down. But no, dude, say no, Smug. If I've been trying to get you, you've been very busy with IRL in your 1984 state.
Yeah, fuck off.
See?
At least
Now,
I don't get school shootings over here.
I'm sorry, you're already what? You know, You know the funny thing about being old heads on the internet? I remember when London was like the most surveilled city back in like '08. And
Yeah.
back then, like they had more CCT cameras than anything
Was it
else.
like 3 CCT cameras per person or some
Yeah, no,
dumb
London
shit?
was like the most observed city ever, and then now they're still like the third
And they still
outside
can't.
of China in the top 10.
And they still can't solve knife crime with all those fucking cameras. It's like, I don't think you're here to protect people. Call me weird. Call me
Well,
strange. Call me a bit
don't
daft.
be. I'm just pulling up the. I was looking up the law because Okay, correct me if I'm wrong. The
Hmm.
Online Safety Act goes back to 2000. Was it 20? Goes back to 23.
Yes, it's one of those like sleeper acts that just
Its basis was done.
yeah.
It's okay. I went over this with Sorter, so some of the documentation, and you can correct if I don't. By the way, I don't expect to be used on this as much as apparently B is criticizing Sargon because he's not leaving the country, but he doesn't want to leave the country.
Well, I guess the problem it's like with leftists who complain about the West but stay in the West. Like, what other country are you gonna go to? I like Britain. I just don't like a lot of the laws, and I don't like a lot of the people. Apparently, like a politician literally made the argument: if you're against the Online Safety Act, you're on the same side of Epstein. Like, holy fucking shit, dude! It's like the Twitter level argument we're doing here. He said it because he said it on British news. If you're not on board with this, you're on the side of Epstein. And then Nigel Farage, I think that's his name, Farage, called him out for it. And then he goes, actually, yeah, you're on the side of Jimmy Savile, who is another prolific pedophile. And NordVPN's winning, and that's good, I guess. Like their stocks have just gone insane with this. Yellow, you still there? Can't hear you. Is this me or is this you? After Tiamat, are we there?
Yeah, sorry, I was listening to something. I had
Okay.
to be correct. I had to go correct something. Let me see. I had to
Okay.
bring this up so you might understand this a little bit better because we come from the era of the internet that we read through documents
Yeah,
to
you're one of those.
understand the nature of it.
I just read headlines and base my opinion off
See,
that.
okay. See, the reason why I was enlightening him on the collective shout with extreme words, I had to read through collective shout documents.
Mm-hmm.
Too much of words
Uh,
because even by my stuff,
Extreme pornography. But it's like, you're kicking.
these people are so in this act, right?
Hmm.
This act is meant to keep you guys safe. What
Think of the
they
children, dude. Think of the children.
well, I think it goes worse. It's like state control
Well, and
because
that's the entire point. I mean, like I said, it's all third parties and interests align. They want this because I don't know they get paid for doing it, and the government wants it because they get an excuse to control things. Yeah, and like as you look through this, and you'll see a bunch of vague language, a bunch of things that don't really make sense.
yeah,
It's
when you go to explain it, it's like who's misinformation and disinformation.
yeah.
And when you start breaking down into these enforcements,
Well, but that's kind of the thing. But it's all about looking good. Because when someone challenges us, you go, "What? Don't you like kids? Don't you like saving kids?" Like I remember there was something that happened here recently where somebody there was like a really dog shit bill that was going to be passed, but it like had a small provision for cancer survivors, or maybe that was the US. I don't know. And
So,
people turned it down, and the retort was, "Oh, this
so
MP."
we looked at it,
Hmm?
and when me and Sorter looked at it, it was a longer stream. They literally have what is misinformation and disinformation.
Oh, really? What did I say?
And it is a paragraph, and I forget where it was specific, but it literally was phrased as whose misinformation.
Fucking hell, dude.
Like it literally is like
Put that 1980, 90, whatever fuck, four scream on.
1984
Put
shit.
that 1984 scream on. My disinformation good. Definitely. My wondrous information. Their disastrous disinformation.
Look, hell's the tackle, right?
Mm.
Is it illegal? Where is it? Services are required to take steps to. So, but who? Here.
Like, I know Kiwi Farms was forced to. They were forced to submit to Oxfam, and so instead they just. Josh just, like, removed his service.
Well, no. Apparently, Josh has more of a hard on. If he hates a lot of people, he hates the British war.
Yes. I see the stream.
Apparently,
I watch his stream. He fucking hates the British.
what was it? No, I heard that from Aiden Paladin recently. Like he has such a hard on for the UK government.
I mean, given his politics, I don't. It's very obvious why.
I mean, but
He's been
hates
real
you.
weird.
But smug. Remember you had Starmer praising the little white boy murdering the girl that was bullying him TV show.
Oh yes, that TV show is so
It's
fucking weird
cringe
to
as
me.
shit.
Like, I really do like how British politics just is so ineffective. Like fucking cartoons, fictional cartoons are shaping their reality. I can't wait to make policy around the next Marvel movie. What does Galactus have to say about my
No, do you
fucking
remember
global
that
warming?
marketing around that film?
Ugh. Yeah, I do. Dude, oh
And
god, if I can find
it was like a long film. Like the child was guilty, but
yeah,
it was actually
it was
based on
stretched out
actual murder
by a black
committed by a black
foreigner.
migrant.
Yeah. No, well,
Basically,
they have tried to scrub that under the rug so hard. So yeah, it was based off a immigrant who murdered a bunch of girls. He was inspired by he was radicalized by watching media from his I don't know what you call it, hometown, home country.
what was for his phone? Yeah,
Yeah, he got radicalized from just watching media from his.
yeah. It was like a 14 or 15-year-old black kid
Yeah, who just
going
he
on a
looks in.
stabbing spree, and then they
Have you
said it was a little white boy. They said it was a white kid.
have you seen his picture? He looks like he's fucking insane.
Yes, yes.
And so like the media's he like so the person who made I can't remember the name of the show, but the person who made the show said that, and the media
Hold on.
like had like swept it under the rug and went, well, it was just an inspiration.
Bullshit. They hit
And
it. It's
and the thing that gets me about that entire show is that it's like the boy. Have you actually seen it? Because it's like
I
boy,
did. I actually watched it. I was
it's
gonna.
like every
It's
system.
horror. I think I did a stream on him. Oh
It's
god.
just like insane to me because if you watch the show, every single system fails that kid.
Adolescence.
Yeah, adolescence. There we go. Every single system fails him, and the takeaway is actually Andrew Tate.
No,
It's like what?
it ends with the father moving, and
Yeah.
then they go, "Oh, you're a nunce."
Nonce is pedophile in this country. It's like, dude. Like,
So
it's just so
based
wild to
on
me.
the murder
Yeah,
of the. I forget. I'm looking up the story right now.
by an immigrant who was radicalized by media. But the
Yeah.
story is of like a boy who essentially gets bullied by social media.
Yeah.
But
And
the
the
takeaway,
ending is, I failed him.
you
I'm
like,
what the.
what the fuck did you do? Look, like a personal story for me. My sister went through the exact same thing. Thankfully, she finished school. But the real problem is there's no way to, safeguard
But yeah, yeah,
social
and
media.
no, this is so people understand. This is part of one of it. They blamed Andrew Tate, but the
And
actual murder.
he says specifically, no, I don't believe in that stuff. He fucking
Yes,
says, I
it's
don't
great.
believe in it. And
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 then
then
what
like,
was no the two other people, like the son of the detective
yeah, like
and
yeah, the son
the
goes
son
into
of
it,
the
doesn't he?
detective and the other friends, like, yeah, we showed him Andrew Tate.
Yeah, and they're like going into it and they're talking about they're like, Gil's cringe statistics, so it's like 99% go for like the 1% of men or something. Like, the dating site statistic. Like the detectives men are given like all that spiel. And then this kid, the focus of the film is like, yeah, I don't believe in any of that. It's like
What's that?
how is
Is
your take?
this is the guy, right? Is this him? Or is this another one?
I don't want to be. I'm black, so I can say this.
No,
No
I let me
look
try to
alike.
find the story. I don't know.
You know what? Maybe I can find it
See
because
if you
it's like,
can find it. It's a tough story to find, but it's because it's been buried after
yeah,
3 years or 2 years. It was it Salisbury?
dude, this person maybe probably that is a place. Dude, this person used to be all over the internet, and then when adolescents came out, they just buried
They
his profile.
buried it.
Oh, yeah, that's the right person.
It
He was,
is?
yeah. So the creator of Adolescence literally watched the news story and went, "Wow."
Yeah, so it is
He
him.
watched the news story of a immigrant murdering 15-year-old girls. Went, "Damn, white kids, they they be
Yes.
stressing."
Yes.
Hey, white names like Hassan, what the fuck is this? Sanutumo endured traumatic childhood and prone to
Yeah.
violence.
Uh-huh.
But it's just so weird because it's like the story of this kid. Yeah, I sympathize with. I don't sympathize with the murder, but I sympathize with the fact that every part of the system failed him, and in the story, and the takeaway is that he just got possessed by Andrew Tate's spirit. And I don't care. Like,
You think we're joking? Adolescence has been blotted out of a lot of history's minds.
dude, like, there's this interview that's so insane where like I think they're a
Man,
conservative
I can't
MP.
play it if it's a
I
like.
might be able to find it, but a conservative MP goes onto a news station and they're like talking about going on the ground, talking to people,
Hold on a second.
understanding them. And the news anchor's just like, yeah, but have you seen adolescence? Yeah, but adolescence. Have you seen adolescence? And the MP's just like, I'm talking the actual people, and it's like you're speaking to a robot.
Here you go. Here you are.
This guy.
I remember the story, and then he went before your
You bet.
parliament about it.
You beg me to come on your fucking stream, and it's just you torture me with this dog shit. I hope you know Destiny lives in your country.
We don't acknowledge destiny.
I don't want to watch this guy. About toxic masculinity. He's fucking 13 years old. The 13-year-old virgin. What are we doing here? The 13-year-old
Look, this is
incel.
gonna play into this, but bro, the UK's been burning a long time.
Oh my god.
See, here's the ONS. Like, there was
And
knife crimes, and by the way, how'd you
guess
feel
who's
about
committing
that?
the knife crimes? So I assure you it's not the 13-year-old white kid.
I thought it was just drunken Scott, an Irishman.
Disgusting squats everywhere, I tell you.
No, so yeah, no. Adolescence was a phrase. And I like it how when he like tries to control her and scare her. Like I was like, what is
Well,
this?
I mean,
Man?
like, I can sympathize. Like, I'm gonna sound really cringe because I can sympathize with that situation. It's more how the school system is. Because, like, I don't know about you, but I've had those situations where I've had to sit face first with a female teacher, and they just tell you what you are. They tell you how you. They ask you how you feel, and then they tell you what you are. They don't engage with you, and that's what. Have you seen like the interview or the psychiatrist or whatever? She's just like It's so fucking disgusting to watch. And then he's
You know what?
like overreacts. It's like, dude, this is a 13-year-old kid. Like, remember that. Oh, my bad. He's a 13-year-old incel, so he deserves it.
Why the
Yeah,
fuck? Why
you
I
tell
want
the
to
audience.
ask is
Before you continue, you should tell the audience this entire thing starts because this 13-year-old kid is called an incel. He's not getting enough pussy.
does Arch really have Camelot on?
Does he? Let me see.
Or that's be no, don't.
Because I heard he
That
got
reminds me.
debanked, but because I don't watch him, I watch
No, Arch. Someone said it was an error.
Okay. I thought did he have a falling out with Camelot or Kumalot, wherever he calls himself?
I don't know if anyone. Camelot's just weird. I guess he has. I don't even care. Do we even care about Camelot at this rate?
Last I heard, he was beefing with VTubers, and then just
He was like trying to be friends with Nick Rekieta. I just stopped fucking caring. He tried to be friends with EVS.
yeah, Nick imploded. Well, he's right. He's a rising star now. Some bullshit.
No. Nick has still.
Well, he's
imploded.
trying to be a rising star.
Nick has
It's
still imploded. He's trying to come back with a Gina Carano case. Where by the way, the new leftoid take is she really didn't win. She just got paid
tell me
off.
It's always something.
She got paid off, and there's like the work with Disney, and I literally saw Eric Debunks make the argument that we have said about when Bill O'Reilly got sued off of Fox News, they settled.
Yeah.
And it's like, oh, it was going to end in settlement. But they said Bill O'Reilly was still guilty.
I fucking
don't remind them of history.
I fucking love how the law applies only when it's beneficial. Like, oh my precious democracy, and then Carl Rittenhouse is proven innocent. Oh my god, this was a unfair trial. It's like, dude, if people would just make up a narrative on the fly, I don't respect. I don't respect leftists. You don't have your only morals are to be against people you dislike. You just make up shit on the fly. You just invent narratives out your fucking ass as to why you're always right somehow. There's always some new cope.
But yeah, no. So this whole thing, right? It's this stream. I kind of want to, like, if he's available tomorrow, multi-partish, because this situation has evolved. Because even Arch, basically, I like Arch's thumbnail that he did on. Mm-hmm. He says a vision of the world's largest open air prison.
Is it Britain? Archcraft. Is it Archcast?
Archcast, yes.
It's Britain, is it? Please tell me it's Britain.
Yes. It's Britain. Here you go.
That's fucking... It's amazing. Oh, God.
If a thumbnail told 1,000 stories. I thought he was going to say Australia.
98% true. The Jaguars, it's just amazing.
No, I'm going to say this for the record.
Mm-hmm.
I don't support Arch's take because Arch's take on comics is kind of shit sometimes. You cannot base your history or knowledge of comics on animated Superman or the Batman the Animated Series.
Oh, fuck off. Batman had sex with Barbara Gordon. You know, that just invalidates your take.
No, he bases it on the animated series in the 90s.
And I mean, a Justice League is like the original Justice League animated is pretty good, but at the same time, I still tell you.
No, he's talking about Batman and Robin era. It's like where I disagree.
I mean, Batman and Robin is good, but you have to consider that like its own separate continuity.
Yes, and we don't consider. I don't even think DC acknowledges DC the animated Adventures of Superman anymore.
I've never seen a single reference to it. I don't think.
No, and anyways, it's not the modern incarnation because the modern incarnations of Batman is Frank Miller's or The Dark Knight Returns. So I wish you luck. So you can have fun because that is it's not going to be totally, but then again, people in media literacy, I swear to God.
Dude, let me post you a fucking image I saw that just burnt my brain. It's like, you can really just... Please tell me I have to save somewhere. It's like, dude, you can really just make up anything when you have media literacy. Media literacy is like... No, that's reality bending. That's what media literacy is.
Well, no,
I'm going to show you something, and you're going to agree with me. Media literacy is reality bending.
Where'd you posting it?
If I can get my phone.
Well, everyone talks about media literacy, but media is a product of the time.
The problem with media literacy, or the people who promote it, is that they promote it in specifically for their agenda. Everything agrees with them. Now look at that.
Yeah.
And just tell me that's not just reality bending at its peak.
My Little Pony birth right wing extremists.
That's a video essay.
What?
That's an hour long video essay. An hour long.
I just
show the stream this amazing, just.
I'll have to fight it.
I'm just not. We got to sit down.
I can't get past the fucking image. I'd be too distracted.
The most slave-pilled people on the planet. You got ponies with shorts discussed. An hour long.
I'm sorry. There is I will say there's a Hearts of Iron mod for this.
Really?
Did you not know?
No. Actually, not. Actually, probably there's a mod for everything on that game.
So okay. So you've already had, prior to this situation of the UK, you've already had the case where there was the underage drunk autistic girl who was thrown into prison or arrested because she said, "You look like my lesbian nana."
And that lesbian just decided to break her kneecap. That video is so insane. She gets like 5 male police officers just to arrest an autistic kid.
What was that? I just saw a story.
She has the lesbian haircut, dude. What do you expect?
I saw a story the other day. Apparently, it's a woman that was being harassed or stalked by an immigrant downtown, and it's 3 cops, Metropolitan Police, and she goes, "Let me see your badge and stuff, like your numbers." And they go, "You don't care that I was just assaulted by a migrant, yet you're coming after me?"
Not wrong, think now. Yeah, that's how it goes.
No, it was actually a video, and I'm like, what is going on in the UK?
Look, we got a police hate on this country.
What do you mean?
Immigrants haven't said anything offensive yet, so we can't really do much.
No, what is this? They were throwing trash outside of a hotel onto people.
Oh, the hotel. Was it like 40 immigrants?
Where is that? Was it an effing?
I can't remember. We got weird names, Britain. But like, I remember the statistic. It was like it houses 40 immigrants, and they have 90.
No, there was
90
recent protest. No, there was
sexual.
recent. There was recent protest in like Effling or something.
Well, silly American man. I couldn't see that because my internet is fucking censored. Yes, they censored that.
What? They actually censored that?
Yeah, that was censored behind the bill. If you tried to search that on Twitter, you couldn't get it.
Let me see, because you have this. We have at least free internet.
You know what happened? The police went there, and there's a law that you can drop where you can make it so that nobody can protest for 48 hours. And they just did that and started arresting people. The Ipping Asylum Hotel. So
Here
apparently,
you
so
are. Right here is something from about a day ago. I don't know if you can see this in your country.
let me see. Yep, at least 20 migrant targets in a hotel. Does it talk about like their
I
criminal?
want to find the one that has the what
Eighty
is it?
percent. Edge go up. I saw 80% because like it's so unreal. Like how like all everybody in that hotel has like a criminal record or a sexual assault record or something.
I'm trying to find the one because what was the name of that city that that one happened in? Is it Effling? Started with an E.
Yeah, it's effing. It literally as it sounds.
You see, for
Uh,
you British, you funny little names.
okay, Alabama, fucking incest country, town, whatever. They would rather house rapist immigrants than
Hold
their
on.
own people. Conservatives voted for this. What? Like this is like Sargon said something a while ago. There was like a
Yeah.
survey that was done. It was like
Well, the
everybody in
thing
the
about
UK.
it is the reason why Sargon doesn't leave the UK is he feels if he leaves the UK, you abandon it to the fate. It's kind
Yeah.
of like in the city, like in. I heard the same argument from somebody. They go, if you leave Seattle, you can't change Seattle.
Well, I guess where would he leave to? Because every other country is like, I don't want to live there. They don't have running water. Or they're just really shit. Like we're shit because we have like a weird popular.
So I'm
Because our
trying to
population.
find the exact one. Was I know Sargon covered it. It was
Mhm.
on YouTube. The original story. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's going to get censored where it was. And the and Arch's thing is like, how do you guys rebel against places that already have video cameras everywhere?
You just hope for the best. Because I mean, it's like I said, we've got no free speech here. If the police drop down and decide to um, drop a "you can't protest here" thing, you just have to deal with it. I mean, you saw the trucker protest. You know how bad it can get.
Well, to be fair, I keep hearing from Miss Sparkles and others, devs working on the trucker video.
The tracker. What do you mean tracker? Oh, okay. I don't want to be rude to her because I actually like her, but I've heard she's a big simp for dev. And that trucker video.
She tries not to.
That's what I've been told. I can't remember who told me that.
She says it herself.
Mm.
I
It's
mean,
like,
I like how Wikipedia threatened to pull out because this actually
yeah.
has to deal with the online. Because have you seen any of a lot of the current there? It's as of the 5th, even Birmingham, Darlington. But I want to say the initial one was kicked off. They dropped them off at night, dead of night,
Yeah, they're midnight coaches. That's what they do.
and you guys got a Cleveland over here.
Hmm.
But yeah, like in the towns, like this has been going on over there. But and then I'll have to go probably find the Sargon video for it. But yeah, no, they've been doing this because how much of this have you actually heard in your local media? Has it been
Not
quiet?
a, mainly that they would like the media loves to obscure the names of the protest.
Is it like the
The
is it
racist.
like the is it like the UK? Is it like the German people hiding the German news networks hiding the peaceful Muslim man who rammed truck
Of peace.
a truck of peace into another Muslim business and then went on a stabbing spree out of honor?
It's like it's just an immigrant. It's just
It's just
British
an
people.
immigrant, not nobody else to see here.
It's just British people. It's like
No,
they
this was
love
in
to
Germany
mask.
though. The story that I was referencing was in Germany.
I mean
And I've
Germany. I
said
mean
this to my
Britain's the
friend about
same.
Germany. It's like So this man went insane, slammed a car into a business, and then stabbed multiple women and multiple people inside.
He was just having a bad day. Jesus fucking Christ, give him a break. Holy shit.
And then
Can't a man have hobbies?
and it turned out because they exclude the word
They purposely
Muslim.
they purposely obfuscate the race or the religion. It's like it's so obvious. It's kind of like when you see those headlines. It's like a scholar, a prodigy, a basketball player stabbed this other person. It's like, dude, it's like we all know who you're talking about.
We all know.
You're trying to talk around who.
And I mean, I've seen now. I have noticed a change in
Really?
Carl's coverage that he. I'm not gonna say he's screwed. He's already demonetized.
Mm-hmm.
He's already demonetized. Oh, by the way, how do you feel about the gardener who was arrested and they came up to him because he had a gardening scythe?
That's a deadly weapon. I'm thankful that the cops are protecting me from such
Did you
stuff.
actually hear that story?
No, I didn't. I mean, here's the thing: when you say to me stuff like that, it's like, dude, this country is fucked. There's people getting arrested every day for stupid shit that doesn't mean anything. You get arrested for having a spork because a fork is a deadly weapon. It's like, Jesus Christ.
He happened to be working in the yard.
He was an OG gardener, and they didn't like it.
He's just an OG gardener outside, and he just happened to have like a, like a literally. I guess he was trimming hedges with like one of the curved gardening tools.
Yeah, but it's considered a deadly weapon now because people can use it for wrong. It is therefore just made illegal.
And people said, this story right here. He happened to be walking outside with like a gardening thing.
Mm-hmm.
Just said he did not believe it was caution was rescinded. He just happened to be carrying a sickle.
He
was gardening with a sickle.
He was stopped with a large dagger, like a machete or something. What does he mean by large dagger?
Looked like he had a large dagger. Let me see.
Which was in a sheath and a belt, and a peeling knife was used. Yeah,
I mean, I'm sorry. Have you ever tried working outside and you don't have a knife to cut things?
I have. It's fucking miserable. So I work out. Even cutting my front yard is like miserable without a knife or something to cut the vines.
He had a small sickle.
Oh, well, you should use your spoon, right? You don't got a knife license? No, just use a knife.
Literally, what people used to use to cut things with.
Yeah, well, yeah. For some whatever reason.
So he got arrested with looking like he has a small sickle.
Well, let's just say he's not the type of person who would go on a stabbing spree in London.
Look, you're outside gardening,
like,
and you just have a sickle.
Bro, he even has painted nails. He's not doing anything to anyone. Look at him.
Gardener arrested by armed police for carrying tools from a
gardener. How'd you write that title? Jesus fucking Christ, dude. And this is
I'm sure I remember the
look
story.
At that man.
I'm like, look, bro, like he's over here with tools.
This is the type of guy who whispers and apologizes when he's asking. This is the type of guy who apologizes and when he's asking for Starbucks. You think he's gonna go on a murder spree? Like, What the fuck's going on here?
We're gonna promise. This has to do with the insanity in the UK. He got questioned by Metropolitan Police because he was carrying a.
A gardener with a fucking sickle. Jesus Christ.
Yes.
Like I said, he is not you. We all know the types of people that are going on stabbing sprees in London. They look
It
like
was in Manchester.
Manchester's pretty dangerous. Or is that Birmingham? They're not good places, let's just say.
I'm
But at the
just
same
saying.
place, it's like
I'm
this
going to
guy
say this.
is not the
This doesn't
profile.
happen in the U.S.
Does he have a fanny pack? Like he's a
He
major,
has literally a fanny pack. I'm
a
like,
major anti-flags here. What's the opposite of a red flag?
he has the medical flag on the pouch.
I bet he has an inhaler in there.
I'm like, again, right? So you've already seen the censorship hit your internet, right? Like, has it already
I
hit you again?
experienced it. There's some like, have you seen a story about the person who couldn't order pizza because it was margarita and it got misunderstood as the drink?
Really?
Let me post that in the chat. It's just so fucking insane.
I mean, here's the thing, right? You're talking about the. It's funny how
Like I can't see certain photos on Twitter because it's in an age gate.
Yes, I've seen that. I was joking to you about your favorite adult websites being blocked,
Except from OnlyFans for other reason.
except for your OnlyFans.
Yeah, here we go. Miserable site. And if you want to get it to stop, you have to give your ID. And given the UK's propensity to arrest you for mean tweets, I'm not in the mood for that. I mean, if you see my fucking timeline, I'm not as active, but I'm very spicy.
Here, so your Pizza Hut delivery, large margarita.
You make sure you have your ID ready for this pizza. God. Your pizza license.
Well, I should say, rip your stuff for.
If you're against this, you're on the side of pedophile. So be careful. Just
That's the other favorite part. Yes, I did torment you before this about the trucks that had the trucks that were like immigrants were bad.
Look,
Yeah,
they just have really bad jet lag, and they need to come at night so they feel comfortable. Stop being racist. Fuck it. Yeah, of course they come at night because they know people if they saw them. I
mean, this is the funny thing about the internet at this point. Like, the problem is UK doesn't realize. I mean, yes, Americans don't realize how funny we look outside of it. Because here's like the thing, like Ofcom, like I love how they use the safest image of women,
of course,
unisex and not.
Well, it has to be two women. They have to have some kind of color on them. They have to be as safe as possible. No sort of curves or anything. You know how it goes. I mean, we still get complaints about like bikini posters in this country.
So, you were trying to say this. So, what is Ofcom's official
rule? They're like regulators of TV and media in quotation. I mean,
so they're like our Public Safety Council in the United States. They regulate what is sex and violence on the television, right?
Yeah, somewhat. Ensure people benefit from reliable communication services. But it kind of just oversteps a lot, as you can see. And they've been pushing to save the kid. Like every politician, it pushes to save the kids' angle in this country.
Because this law just didn't happen. Its base law was done in 23. So, from what I have been finding is they added it. because is it the fact that we are going to how to tackle hateful algorithms. So you're going to. So at what point? Sorry, you can go.
Hmm?
You go.
I was just gonna say, so you won't be in my recommended anymore.
Well, that's the problem is Reddit won't, because I think
Oh yeah, you
even
do
the
actually.
British version of Wikipedia was going to go be taken down because they said that could be misinformation. And what's funny is
I don't like doesn't count.
so look, what's funny about Ofcom is they can just, if you're deemed a state person, right? Because this is no longer formally sectioned off properly for the Ofcom case. They have language in the bylaws for this, which is just what is misinformation. See, this information here, this is fine. Like this right here shouldn't be aired. If it's like psychologically traumatizing, that's basic.
I mean, misinformation is that like the all-encompassing term. It can be whatever it needs to be. Or you remember Snopes? Your disgusting American country invented it, where someone would say something and then the report be like, it's mostly true. This person didn't fuck their dog; they just had sex with them. It's like, dude, what are we doing here? And that's just considered a debunk, talking around the point or whatever else. And that's kind of what they do with it here. You didn't give the full context, or you didn't talk about the situation the way we wanted you to. I remember Trump visited Kia, where he just lied about the entire thing.
Oh, he made him look like a total.
It's like a kid when his mom comes home. I didn't do that. And then he just.
So, the thing about this is, right? The act will say, does that mean TikTok in Chinese? Like,
yes.
So I saw something horrible the other day, and I don't know where it came from. It was the TikTok watermelon challenge. Where
what do you have to go down?
I'm sorry, I was scrolling through Twitter, and it was the ice bucket challenge, but with the watermelon challenge.
What is with all these?
Where they broke the watermelon over this black woman's head and it knocked her out.
What is with all these challenges where they're just like various degrees of just like,
it's not a small. It's not a small watermelon. It was one of the big watermelons, and she just got cocked out cold on the street.
Because people are fucking stupid and they think watermelons are like really soft. They can be, but for the most part, no, they're hard. Yeah, keyword can. An unripe watermelon can knock you out. Those things are heavy and they're hard.
Come on. What's funnier? It just happened. I just was like,
watermelon challenge.
I was like, what the fuck did I see? It was in my feed. How did this get here? I disappeared. I went try to go back and look for it. I looked in horror. I was like,
look at this stuff. I like this the first time I've seen it, and I already knew it was going back.
You found it. You found it.
Yeah, I'm looking at like standing on cars and throwing it on people's heads.
Oh no! Unsafe.
Oh.
There you go. I'm sorry. I do not know how this wound up in one of my feeds.
Oh god, that's bad. It's like, look, it doesn't even really crack. It holds together because those things are hard. And then, the lady is after this.
This is why we call this Darwin Awards.
I mean, have you seen? You must have heard the story about the girl who like did a challenge, which was like putting chemicals in.
This is the one I saw.
Just
I was like, this is why people have short lifespans.
I mean, the planking challenge got people killed, or the Tide Pop challenge. Jeez, you just eat Tide Pops. That was a challenge for whatever reason.
Most of us are old enough to remember the Darwin Awards.
I mean, I feel like human civilization is too safe. We need stuff like this to cull the masses.
And by the way, has Tommy Robinson returned to the UK after punching the guy out?
I saw that. You know what they do now. I don't know what happened after that. How sounds funny.
He assaulted the person.
They got what they deserved.
Hey, by the way, it's nice of Carl to just understand. Nancy Pelosi is the best business stock investor of all time.
Look, she just knows what's going on. She just has a ear to.
Do you know that's the inside joke in the United States?
So
she happens to be the best investor and has better return ratios than my friend used to actually, when he was talking about stock investment, he said, I'm just going to invest in whatever Pelosi wants to invest in. And it turned out to be true because somehow she just bought a bunch of Nvidia's parent company stock right before the whole thing.
Weird question. What were her stocks during 9/11 or right before 9/11? Did she take anything out, put anything in?
Do not know. I have to go do research. The problem is once you, I guess, if you can make laws, you know.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, stop insider trading. Jesus fucking Christ! Why? It's not that hard.
Well, see, the thing about ours, the reason why we can't have an online safety act like this is we have too many moving parts in our country.
Mm-hmm.
You can start with the Screen Act, but that's not going to go through because it's like we don't have a blanket body of law. Like, apparently cable television is not subject to the FCC. I didn't know this the other day till O'Reilly said it, like, apparently in the past. So cable television cannot be properly as regulated as broadcast television. But I do like YouTube's response to the Online Safety Act. We are going to estimate the age of your account
by AI.
By AI judging you by what you watch. So if you're an older person, so let's say if you let your child who's 10 years old watch Dora the Explorer, and then you watch political stuff or other things on that same account, how do they tell the age of your account?
I mean, I guess, would it be based on the age you like put in? I guess
you would think, but those metrics are already there.
I know, it's weird. I mean, generally,
it's weird. It sounds weird, doesn't it? That's exactly how they're gonna say. Like, do you watch Warhammer content? You're probably over 30. I'm at this point with Magic. I think the average person I see play Magic is like 30 years old, in their 20s.
Well, it's kind of like how everyone who plays League is like in their fucking 20s. There are no kids who play this game. It's just middle-aged men.
No, that shit is. But that's what I said in the UK perspective. Does this not seem weird? Are you guys able to read through? Like, what do they tell you about what this act is supposed to do? Like, do they tell you it's for your safety, or
it's to save the kids? Don't you like saving kids? Everybody should like saving kids.
Well, yeah, we have like the fees, but as soon as this went into effect, they started a nationwide censor. My favorite part is, let me see if I can find what that petition is up to. Like your change, the petition.
Mm-hmm.
Let me see. They completely ignored this. They said, "Go away, peasants."
Oh yeah, the petition to get it changed, and they're like, "Yeah, fuck off. We're just gonna keep it anyway. We don't care." Every petition, but petitions that go over the block have to be listened to, and they went, "Yeah, we listened to it and we ignored it. Go fuck off.
It's gone.
We do not care."
Well, here we are. What is this? Read the response in full. The government is working to ensure the scope. I would like to thank you for who signed the petition, but it is right that the regulatory regime in the scope takes a proportionate approach in balancing the protection from users from harm, ability for low-risk services to operate effectively, and provide benefits to users. The government has no plans to repeal the Online Safety Act, is working closely with Ofcom to implement the act as quickly as. All you had to say was, fuck you, we're not going to do this. This is a long way. This is what being an American is. We just look and they go, you don't need a paragraph for it. And it goes, we, in long, fluffy words, where proportionality is a core principle of the act and is built into its duties as a regulator of the online safety. Okay, use a print. What is this? Does this not look like? What do you say to it? Because like this response doesn't make sense, does it? You're over there busy gooning in ZZZ, aren't you?
I just came off as easy. I'm complaining about Stygian Onslaught with my mate.
I haven't done the new. Look, you know what? I'm gonna say this for the record. Their extra modes make HI3's worst modes, Abyss, look fun. Just saying. And you're complaining about the difficulty spike in HSR's Memory of Chaos. Get used to it. It's going to get worse.
It's been getting worse for years.
It's going to get fucking worse.
I have all the meta units and I still couldn't 20 cycle that. So I'm not sure what I'm doing wrong.
You're not spending hard enough, or you're not getting enough. They're all the meta, but they're not to rank 3 or 4. No, what they're doing, mark my words, and I predicted this with ZCZ. They took the point where the whales go take the meta units. Mm-hmm. They design it around the meta units as their triple S or double S. And no one spends that much normal. So, anyways, what we can do. So they talk about at the risk of different levels when recommending providers to take and comply with requirements. Duties of the Act 2003 require Ofcom to act with proportionality. Why is it that liberal people use big, flowery words?
So that the communists...
And they can fucking... So you could literally take this statement and said, we feel the duty of our department is to uphold the duties that we are entitled to solve this. Some duties apply to all user-to-user text services. In scope of the Act, the reason why I'm laughing is I can't take this seriously. This looks like something you see out of a third-party Banana Republic. Am I wrong, Smug?
Yeah, you're correct.
It's like... So risk assessment in determining a likely... So a child in TikTok sees the watermelon challenge, tries to duplicate it. Do they deem that as a harmful act? I'm just saying. And let's see, a small platform where the government is very concerned about small platforms that host harmful content. content, such as forums dedicated to insert. What forums are these? Reddit?
King
Things
Farms,
like I've
Mamba.
never seen this,
The forums
or in
that
the
don't agree.
UK, or in the
Forums that
US,
you
where
can't be
children
prosecuted for.
or in children where they order bleach and stuff to kill themselves. Yes, this does happen in the US. Then they find Amazon orders. Oh, they were just ordering chemicals. Mm. Easy to find terms and conditions, illegal conduct. See, this is a way, if you really get into it, it's weird. If the provider's risk assessment accurately determines that the risk of the users are low and across, Ofcoms only need some form of basic measures, easy to find, understandable terms and conditions. A complainant's tools allow users to report illegal material when they see it, backed up by the process to deal with those complaints. The ability to review content and take it down if it's illegal or breaches terms of service. Most corporate companies already do this.
Mm-hmm.
Just saying. They all have it built into their bylaws. A specific individual response for compliance who Ofcom can contact if needed. Let me tell you something. This shit is already in the YouTube terms of service. This is already in Google's terms of service. Because corporate people do not want to be investigated.
Yeah. But they just want control to enforce their rules. They want to back
Well,
all their
according to them,
information.
is they're worried about children being sexualized.
Yeah, of course.
I'm going to say this. And when I went through the collective shout thing, I was horrified by my own metrics. These were women who supported Cuties, bought 15 copies of Cuties, and then had the nerve to complain about things in other H games after watching it for how long? So, can we scan that person's hard drive that did that and talk to that person? You already came in with a fucked up perception and you came out more damaged?
Some weird people.
Do you know what
All those.
most normal gamers do when they don't want to see the adult section of Steam?
And they
Block
don't
the
go there.
NSW tag, or we don't look at it.
I mean, it's like walking into a strip, it's, whatever they're called. And not safe for a casino, a plus 18 casino, and then complaining it's not, tuned for you. It's like, bro, kids just leave. And
Just
if
leave.
kids do go there, what do go there? What about their parents? Why does the internet need to be a playground for fucking retards?
Well, bear in mind,
It doesn't. You just want to.
look. You're already in 1984, Brave New World. You know, well, what was it? The Return of Anita Sarkeesian. She says, did the internet change sex, or did sex change because of the internet? We need to fight against TERFs. You're part of the problem. On 8th July, Ofcom CEO. You have a CEO? Really? Secretary of State for Science, Innovation, and Technology, noting Ofcom's responsibility for regulating a wide range of highly diverse services, including those run by businesses, but also charities. Now, what I do like about this language, they hit everything and they want to say. Even Sorter was like, oh, so you have encoded this as Ofcom regulating anything they don't like. And someone's going to go, no, they didn't. The way this is worded in language in government speak is literally, if it meets requirements, The government, and it goes through this, all this whole thing. Governments still have to abide by it. Literally, it's like we're going to use technology. Technology is a danger. And honestly, this is what I saw in the act. Am I wrong, Smug? What this starts to sound like? This is just a long way to say we know the dangers of technology and we're worried about the youth. We have it. We're now going to implement. But this is the part where you need to see the government will continue to work with Ofcom towards full implementation of the act. Thank you for signing your petition that goes out the door. The only thing you have to understand is all these companies just need to have this. So that means TikTok is gone. Low-risk services will try to comply in good faith. So when the government officials come knocking about you spreading misinformation, am I wrong?
Nope.
I mean, okay, did they do away with the TV license requirement in your country, or do you have to have it now?
TV license. If you don't have a TV, you don't have to pay.
So you say you don't have a TV, so you don't have to pay for Channel 4?
Pretty much. Well, I mean, it's like all BBC channels, so 1, 2, 3, and 4.
Because for those who don't know,
I'm pretty sure it's being phased out because less
most
people.
Americans only know of the BBC. You think of the BBC as British Broadcasting Network. But there's like Channel 4. It's like they have multiple public access shows. Like Doctor Who, what was it done through?
BBC 1 or 2.
BBC 1 or 2, yeah. So it could be regulated.
Yep.
But a lot of this is done to protect the children. But a lot of this act was put into place in 2023. The big problem in the changes come from the changes in March. Right? That's where the problem is. That's the crazy part about this. Where, okay, you live over there. Do they realize it's a large open air prison at this rate?
Not
Or
really. Like, I mean, I'm pretty sure you've heard of that survey before, where they surveyed the British people and everybody was like majority left wing, even the conservatives, and then they
so
surveyed.
everyone over there is just pillar of garbage.
I don't go near him. Yeah, but yeah, from what I
Well,
saw.
I know you don't go near him. He's just like the normal British person. What's funny is I'm surprised Sargon had on Mr. H reviews.
I've never seen.
You don't realize that man's huge. What?
H reviews?
You don't know who that is?
Nope.
Hold on a sec. This is where I'm like surprised. Hold on.
Nope, never heard of it before. I'm looking at his channel.
He's that one from.
Doesn't seem to get many views.
He's an actual actor. He's not a manlet, dude. You didn't know who he was prior, did you?
Nope.
Hold on, I can't hear it. He's actually a former actor. That's him compared to the others, dude. Smug. That's like you're looking what he looks like. He's
Which one
not
is
a small man, dude.
the one on the left? Oh,
yes.
The one on the right.
Him.
Here's
this is
good.
Mr. Oh, yeah. He's a chatty McChat. He's a former actor, runs a company, and does some other stuff in media. And he's been on YouTube for years. He's not a small man. I like how they're all like, what do we say to this? Like, but that's Mr. H Reviews. Normally, most people know him as the guy who does movie reviews. But is it the fact that you guys have been in such the politically correct state for ages? Oh, hello, Afterglow. Yes, he is a UK citizen.
I mean,
Prison of the.
it's
He is
like
a future resident of the V for Vendetta state. But to be fair, Pink Floyd's The Dark Side of the Wall already predicted it. Dark Side of the Moon? Or From the Wall? So, okay, there was a thing from the wall. So if you ever see... No, you've not ever seen it, Smug, right?
Oh,
The Wall, the movie. Where it shows like a state... He has no disillusion, right? He's like either disillusioned with life and he's like hearing stuff on television or something, and he starts seeing what looks like a British version of the Nazi regime mixed with communism. Instead of like a swastika, it's like some sort of symbols. Really? Never seen that? It's from the movie The Wall. See, I recommend it. It's one of those done with Pink Floyd's music. It's like a disillusioned rocker. So the idea that the UK was going to become Oceania, or basically like a police state. Hell, V for Vendetta is another one. You know? Turned out to be correct. Well, to be fair, Smug is Smug comes from more what you come from more the Sargon side of the internet.
yeah, I would say so.
You're not the V side.
Oh, I'm Sargon more V these days.
Well, to be fair, Arch is still middle ground for everybody.
So, I mean, back in the day,
As I said on the stream earlier, I go, if Arch probably moved to the US, he would probably be not as bad as Dev, but he would be for government regulation if it was
back in
necessary.
the day, V wasn't that big. That's why. So,
Huh?
it's just that back in the day, V wasn't that big, from what I remember. So that's probably why.
No, V limited his growth. No, you forget that. V limited his growth. See, what I'm noticing in the UK, right? Like is it because your population is conditioned to? Is it because you have a high trust society? That's what it is.
What the fuck are you talking about? UK high trust society? Hell no.
Do you have a high? So you don't have a high trust society.
No. People just lie and pretend we do.
So can you walk down the street and so
look, you're not gonna walk down the street and just get stabbed, but you will lock your doors.
No, okay. So you're in a pub or you're in somewhere where you go. Can you leave something on the table and it not be stolen?
Probably not.
Is there the faith that is it?
Well, I mean, if you're a pub full of certain people, yes. It just depends on your area.
Depends on the area. So, like, you can walk away from the table without you thinking somebody's going to steal.
Generally, yes. there's a big difference between a I mean, that's not a low trust society. A low trust society is the confidence that you can do. I mean, that's a bit of a weird one because we have
What would
pub
you say?
communities.
Do you
Can,
trust the community you're in?
no.
Well, I mean, of course. Because, okay, I'm going to ask you
Like, who the
this.
fuck steals drinks? Nobody's gonna steal your drink.
So when you go, well, we're like talking if you just leave your cell phone on the table, you know.
Oh, that's getting stolen. If you're in London.
Really?
Yeah, of course. Why'd you leave your cell phone out?
So is it the thing where you can't trust? Is that because of the decay or you don't have a community?
I feel like you're getting really specific, and I don't really get the distinction. You can't do certain things which will lead to which on the surface will lead to bad outcomes, which is leaving money out, leaving your phone out. Don't you will have to lock your doors. There are places that are not safe. We are stabbing capital of like the world or some crap, aren't we?
Well, you don't have guns. No, you got to understand. I've been told by our liberals in the U.S. that UK has the best healthcare system.
Yeah, that's why everybody loves
They
to
model it after Canada and the UK. You just need that public healthcare system.
Well, it's not that good because I can't fucking kill myself yet. When is that Canadian healthcare
Well,
coming out?
Ozzy did. No, Ozzy did kill himself, supposedly, or at least that wasn't.
Really? I actually don't know. I don't even know how he died.
Well, okay. There was in this got pushed back after Ozzy died.
Hmm.
Like apparently Kelly pushed back on it. It said, well, so Ozzy has been basically declining for years. And all the shit caught up to him. It was like even around the time he did the last Black Sabbath album, I think it was like 13 or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
He had stopped drinking, and now he's like, I had to stop drinking or doing pills or something, right? Multiple drugs, and you're like, he was still doing drugs regularly or semi-regularly up till this point. Then he stopped, and then you heard
Really? Is it how was he? I heard 72, and he's still blazing it.
he was like still blazing it like as of like 5-6 years ago around that time.
76. Jesus fucking Christ, my dude. Slow down. Oh, you know what? Live your life the way you want.
Have you ever heard of the people who smoke cigarettes every day, never get cancer, then they stop smoking, and then they get lung cancer like 6 months later?
I've never heard of it, but I guess it makes sense to a degree. Like your system's just like overworked,
Hold on.
trying to purify, and then I don't know. Let me ask Grok. Grok, tell me what the because phenomenon is, because I've heard about it. I don't know what causes it.
I remember explicitly the last one that they did was when they did that with Ozzy. Yeah, 13 was that one, and I do have that CD. So as of 2013, he was still blazing drugs regularly in some fashion. But yeah, so long story short, they started claiming he started showing signs of dementia. And he'd been declining for like
never a good one.
Years. But he was still performing. Like at one of the concerts,
yeah, didn't he perform 12 days before he died or something?
Like he did his last concert and then he just passed away at home. So they actually thought he flew to Switzerland to do assisted suicide. I'm laughing because I remember the initial story, the first woman that had that, they had to strangle her to kill her.
I heard that. I didn't know how true it was. Fucking hell, dude.
Because it failed?
The suicide pod failed. Going manually.
You domain.
They just they just break the glass and some muscly guy comes out to strangle you to death. Arnold Schwarzenegger comes out to strangle you to death.
I'm trying to really, honestly though, I'd be curious if the UK ever does it, because there's been numerous sci-fi films where they
I'm
just
honestly
have
not sure.
suicide chambers in the cities.
Yeah,
Like
well, I mean,
Soylent
Futurama.
Green had that,
I mean,
where that movie where Soylent Green comes from. You could just walk into a room and just agree
kill
to do
yourself.
it.
Because no Futurama did, and as we've learned from anything from The Simpsons or Futurama, it's gonna happen someday. Suicide boosts. What? How far away from those are we?
You think I'm joking? I hope YouTube understands this.
I mean, I don't.
It's an actual in a movie. You just walk into. I'm gonna have
Like I said, Futurama
I'm
literally
gonna
had
have
this,
to look
and I
this
don't
up.
doubt
It
for a
wasn't
second.
Futurama. Well, yeah, no. You also had South Park recently.
Apparently, that's making
Compared
fun of Trump or
to
some shit.
just speed. Well, they wanted to take on both Paramount and Trump. So they had Trump as Saddam Hussein screwing Satan in the premiere episode.
And everybody's saying, I don't know how. I've never watched South Park before, but like, the rate hated something someone else said. I hate Trump because he made comedy so fucking boring. Was it funny? Because the clips I saw of that
I
shit
gotta
were.
find. I'm gonna have to find this because there's like a sci-fi film where I want to say it was like Soylent Green. Futurama had that. He was like the suicide booth,
Yeah,
but it
well,
came from
yes.
another film.
Oh, was it the story about a? It's gonna sound weird, but it's a guy who gets
It
frozen
was
in
an older
time.
film too. It was like in the 80s, I
He
swear.
gets frozen in time, and then he rakes like in the future.
Oh,
Do you know what the film I'm talking about? And like,
it's not Judge Dredd. No.
not just well, you can't have sex yet. Instead, have to have it like through a
No, I
game.
love how Judge Dredd predicted a progressive version of Los Angeles.
They invented Los Angeles. I mean,
Okay, for the inside joke, Sargon said there was the whole thing of we call Idiocracy the future. So Idiocracy, the film, like he didn't want it to be true about the declining birth rates in the beginning. Mike Judge
yeah.
was asked about this. He said it was a joke, and it turned out to start becoming reality shortly after that. And this was in the U.S. You could start to see it, and people have been saying that needs to be made a documentary. People were like, "Oh, Judge Dredd needs to be made a documentary because Los Angeles was going this way." What's actual physical sex?
Pardon?
Did you not remember that from Judge Dredd? They're
Was
like,
it Judge Shred that did that? No, it's
Judge
another
Dredd
film.
was like, "We're already. Oh, we may have sex." You go, "Oh, you want to just do it?" Oh, and she goes, "Oh, put this on. It's a VR headset. This is how we
I
do
swear
it."
that's not Judge Shred. That's another film. I know what you're talking about, and I swear to God, it's another film.
I know it was in Judge Dredd. Yes, it was in there.
No, the Demolish. It's like it begins with D.
It wasn't Judge Dredd. It was a
begins with D.
Demolition Man.
Yeah, Demolition Man. There we go.
Sorry, here my phone.
Yeah, that's where I know it from. And they put the
Demolition
VR,
Man. He wakes up in the future
and everything's all
in the
fucking
three
sanitized.
seashells.
And everything's offensive, and everything's all sanitized, and sex is through VR.
No, Judge Dredd's a different future.
Yeah, but that's still
That comes from like 21 AD. But we're not there yet.
I mean, it's getting close. Like, I mean, you watch the movie, everything looks like shit. It's just
No,
truckies
21
everywhere.
AD requires a president becoming a criminal, starting a nuclear war, and areas becoming mega.
Is that our guy Trump? Is he gonna do it? Is he gonna finally do it?
Sorry, I get those. Demolition Man and it was funny as Demolition Man and Judge Dredd came out about the same time. or short
Yeah, I mean
film.
that era had like a lot of future.
But no, it was Demolition Man. He wakes up in the future and he goes
Yeah,
to have sex
cryo
with her.
frozen. Everything's
And
all safe, and his one of his enemies is cryo frozen as well. It some crazy.
well, no, he has to have the three seashells. See, I'm my old man moment. Judge Dredd has some futuristic weird shit in it too, but that's based on 21 AD, like 2100 AD. But there's a whole series. But yeah, it's like Demolition Man needs to be made into a documentary.
I mean, that's
And
like
he goes and sits down and he goes, "Oh, you can't say obscenities. Oh, he's just a relic of the past."
yeah.
I don't know. I saw Sargon actually bring up Brave New World.
It does on the odd occasion. But what was this for?
Um, about one of the women. Like, if you're not familiar with Brave New World, it's another vision of the future. They understand humans are barbaric. So in the era, there's like alphas, betas, and like women, men and women.
Hmm.
And this woman gets trapped behind in what they call the preserve, which is they know people that rebel from society and they go live in a traditional society because they either changed society or they said, oh, these are going to be the radical people.
Hmm.
And the woman starts having sex with all the men, the married men, because in the society they can have sex with everybody. And all the women find out and they beat her because in the alternate society, they are traditional. There's no open sex,
Okay.
traditional marriage.
Hmm.
You don't become a whore.
So OnlyFans isn't allowed. Okay.
And she comes from a society where it's that futuristic, sanitized society where people just have controlled breeding or have sex at a drop of a hat.
Hmm.
It's one of those other visions that never is quoted. Brave New World that also predicted nuclear weapons before.
Really, I've never heard that one. I've never heard Brave New World. I just know
Huxley.
everybody references it
Huxley.
constantly.
Well, it's kind of like Dune. Dune is a prediction of the future too, but a very it's like space feudalism mixed with how do you put it? I call it space feudalism mixed with theocracy
Okay.
because in Herbert's work, so if you go off futurists, right?
Hmm.
Futurist, you have see Frank Herbert and Isaac Asimov didn't get along. So Isaac Asimov became famous. Like if you compare, you'll see comparisons to Foundation and then comparisons to Dune.
Hmm.
So even if people watch me play Dune, the game, even in I'm surprised in the game, the Dune Awakening, they have the Jihad, they have all the references to the Fremen. The Fremen were literally designed after um, Arab tribesmen. And literally, when Paul goes off against the Empire, he calls it a jihad. Now,
Hmm.
the Timothy Chalamet version didn't have that in there. They just called it a holy war or something similar, but not quite that. But that's in the original universe because in Foundation is because part of the core is you could Foundation uses a form of psychology to predict and mold and shape humanity so downfalls aren't so big. And a future is known or set, and you can't change it. Dune is the opposite. He couldn't predict the future, but you can attempt to control the variables. If that makes sense, Mug.
Hmm.
So after the Quizzic Cataract is made, Paul gets called to Fulcrum. Everything could have gone worse because he could have become the Worm God or the God Emperor of the galaxy, but
Hmm.
he fled from it. So his son takes that over, and then he lives as a God Emperor for 3,500 years, shaping humanity and quietly molding them to hate um, tyranny, but then results in a greater spreading of humanity. Changed. But that's why him and Isaac Asimov had different visions of the future. But then you had the versions in the 80s, which was. See, 1984 was written like in the 40s. Because, like, a lot of it you already see. Newspeak, right? That's one altered language. We're already there. UK was like the 80s version of futurism. Everyone thought the world was going to be in a post apocalyptic crisis by the 90s. Gene Roddenberry had that in Star Trek. World War III took place in the 90s into the 2000s.
Hmm.
That's how little faith they had in the future. But yeah, a lot of this stuff like 1984 with Newspeak, Fahrenheit 9/11 with book. Yeah, Fahrenheit 451. Sorry, get those confused. Fahrenheit 451 was about book burning because book reading books was illegal. Fahrenheit 9/11 was God. It's a whole land. Oh God, do you remember? No, Smug. Do you remember when Al Gore said we shouldn't be here by now? Global
No,
warming should have consumed us.
I mean everybody says that about global warming.
Literally around that film, the Earth is not going to be here in 10 years.
I mean, Al Gore's more of an American thing. I mean, it's like every fucking economist talks about how the world is like gonna implode in 5 years, and they've been. It's like the children in Africa who are starving. They're always starving. Come,
But the thing is, like with Newspeak, right? It's
on.
Oceania, like 1984. That's always the big thing with like Big Brother. That's kind of what you start to see in the UK. Now, the question is, can you guys vote out your politicians? Or is it just status quo? Smug, at this rate, what do you say? Can you change the trajectory of your government? Smug.
So I'm playing expedition. I just got my ass kicked. Can I change? Can we change the trajectory of our government? I have no idea. I mean, we've got new
You're playing
parties
Expedition 33 and you got your ass kicked because you suck.
because I'm listening to you distracting me. Jesus Christ, this is all your fault.
What fight are you at that you got your ass kicked?
I mean, I barely played. So I'm at Go Ball. It's like some giant.
Oh, you can automate that battle. The flower guy?
Um, he's like just a giant with like three heads. He looks like
Yeah,
Eskimo kind of.
he's in the flower field.
Yeah,
Um, make sure you free damage the flowers.
it's mainly just that like I just began. I was listening to you, and he did his bounce.
Oh.
Why are you going first, Marav? Anyways. The thing with the government is that you vote like it's unironically, you know that meme where you vote them and they don't do anything you want. That's just all that fucking happens here. You said that
Oh,
that
my
that
favorite part was with Ofcom was they blocked the government streams because Boris Johnson tried to come out and say something,
don't you
and they
just love that?
censored that. It's like, oh, we know. It's actually an easy fight. Let me introduce you to the mime. Why don't you go around the corner and actually fight the
Bro, I
big
fought
giant
everything in that.
monster?
I'm
Oh
not
yeah.
touching that thing. I see what it does to people. I'm not going near that thing.
You did not. You don't know how to fight it. You don't have anybody with electric.
I mean, I've got sure I do. I've got 3 characters. I have what's her name?
So if they eat a person,
Oh fucking hell! Can I restart?
you can restart. Yeah, I won't distract you. Okay. And when the flowers come up, and when the flowers decide to come up, make sure you blow up the flowers.
Of course. Is there ever an enemy that you don't blow up in this game?
The thing is, his mechanics, he gets boosts from those.
I mean, it seems
So
pretty
if you
simple.
haven't by now, Lune should be a free fire machine.
So I only have 3 characters, so of course she is.
Do you not already have her as the free fire setup for burning, and you have
I'm
enough
pretty
free fire for ages?
Free Fire. I'm pretty sure she's on Free Fire.
So for what I'm referencing is, you can set up Lune to just be a free shot person. So you set her up with very good free shots.
I mean, at
So
this part in the game, I don't think you get that.
you can get a couple of extras. How much extra pictos do you have?
I mean, in the core, I don't think I've used Crows. I mean,
Do you
Pico.
have them shared in the Lumina system?
Yes.
So you will get it like if it's burning. But then the big thing is you just gotta. It's okay, depending on where you're at. If it's in your first time playthrough or the other, yeah, no. By the time I got to him, I was already above levels where I have good defenses. So, but no, it's funny how like in the UK, right? It is a self-governing prison. Like, I don't know. It
Yeah.
is a. I like it. Okay. See, I have said the UK functions a lot like us. Well, okay. Australia follows both the UK and the Canadians.
I mean, UK, Canada. I mean, look. At least I'm not Australia. That's all I gotta say.
You just say you're not French.
I'm not Australian. Surely on some fuck shit. Okay, here are the flowers. Do the colors matter?
You kind of all want to blow them up and
Why
then
don't
just
they
attack them.
explode?
No, shoot the orbs. Orbs.
No, I shot the orbs. I was just expecting an explosion or something.
No, if he absorbs them, he gets a buff. Mm. Love
Yeah, I've
that.
got 3 moves. They seem pretty simple.
Yeah, it's the bounce. I mean, it's not like you have to take into account the gradient. Yeah.
This my Rev character seems pretty good.
Mael, you mean?
Mael, Maerv. I don't speak French. Disgusting peasant language. Um,
Mael. Well, Mael has a different set of skills. Like, you can set her up to be tanky, but then.
I know. All I've seen of this character is that she just breaks the game, and she got nerfed. Like Asmongold fucking skipped Simon
Well,
before
the
her.
thing is, she can break it, but there's also the point where you, if one of your skills, she's. It depends on how you set her up.
I don't know. I've seen her just do the numbers I've seen her do make me wonder why other units exist in this game.
Though, well, technically, you can get big damage everywhere if you're good, but she breaks the game early. But
Oh, okay, so
she's
she's
not what
simple.
carried me versus Simon. I mean,
Really?
I'm going to be fucking honest with you. You don't know about Simon yet. You will find
I've seen Simon, but
I beat
look, seeing
Simon.
like I said, seeing is and playing are two very different things. And I know if I
No, no.
did,
When you said on New Game Plus he was a bitch, he
yeah,
is. I had to
like he has
dodge,
like
and then he
triple H.
eventually wiped my first team. And when I came back, that bitch has 92 million health
Does he gain like
on
extra
fucking
speed
the
or some
second
dumb shit?
phase. And you gotta be doing a million are doing gradients. Every other thing. But there's a way to set that up.
Like you need a
But
parry that guy. Otherwise you don't do anything.
to be honest, God, he's one of the first fights that actually makes you want to run a cheat engine and still be free firing it.
Like I find it funny because one of the complaints was that after you beat the Paintress, the game just it just doesn't scale with you. And then Simon's there who's like,
Oh, no.
yeah, I scale above you all the time. He's just that guy.
Well, after you beat the Paintress, you get unlimited. It goes up. But no, Expedition 33, like that fight you're on's pretty easy. The other guy is pretty easy. You just gotta stun him.
Renoir or final boss
Mm,
Renoir.
no. When you go around, the guy who eats your people, he's
Oh,
pretty
him.
easy to fight. You just
Need to learn his
gotta
pattern.
remember to have offensive on other items,
Mm-hmm.
and
What's
then
he
you
weak
just
to? Just fire?
electric.
Okay, that's simple.
So, like, if he eats one of your people, you just stun him, and then just
Yeah,
dodge the miasma, and then just stun him. At that point, I don't think there's really. Expedition 33 is a game I like,
well, that's a lot
despite
better.
what people who like JRPGs said that was. I'm like, and that's a broad statement. People thought that was supposed to be JRPG. I'm like, no.
I mean, Expedition 33 is what Final Fantasy should have become.
Mhm.
Instead, it just decided to chase. Well, reality resting game devs just like gaslit into
Well, it has
not.
a developer. Golem Brock is from Division. He did Division 2 for a while.
Okay.
Um, art direction, everything else. I mean, Smug won't admit it, but he cried like a bitch when the girlfriend gets gourmaged in the beginning.
No, because he's French. I don't cry for French.
The fridge that didn't hit you hard when the initial got the character, the love interest gets gourmaged in the beginning.
Gross. No,
Scene
I don't.
didn't
I don't
just
know
hit you in
her.
the gut. You know what?
Whoa, calm down, big fella. He's hit me like 4 times.
Time not to distract him too much. He'll get it though.
No, I mean we're almost done here. Yeah, like I was saying, I didn't cry because he's French. I
You know,
didn't
you
know her.
weren't like, oh, everything's good. Then she gets gourmaged, and you're like,
That sounds like a her problem. Masculine issue.
really? Say he's over here. And I'm over here, been staring and doing this and trying to reorganize
Jesus
gear in HSR.
They got 8 flowers going. This don't look good.
Well, if you don't have 8 flowers, you just. I mean, you damage some of them. You have 3 turns.
Thankfully, Luna has 7 shots.
And then you can eventually attack him.
Can you attack the flowers or do they dodge like other flying enemies?
No, flowers don't. The flowers don't. Like in the last phase.
Oh, you can't even
spawn.
target them. Okay.
You have to target them.
I mean,
Like
can't.
you can actually beat him entirely by not doing the flowers, but if you allow him to suck it up, he'll do a lot of damage. That's what makes the lamp guy dangerous. It's you gotta think of it like an enrage buff.
Gustav, don't die. Yeah, easy.
But he's weak to electric. You're all good. But no, I said like Okay, do you think in the UK they'll just vote out the PMs that were voting for stuff, or is it just
I here's the thing, like it, you might have jumping.
say,
So here's the thing, UK suffers from that problem where we're just like continuously going leftward all the time, but we've come to a point. I think like the censorship bill has pissed off so many people that they might actually just change. Or B, we get a California situation where people just,
so you just continue to go left, left, left?
yeah. Or like the California situation where people vote in dog shit and then get mad at it and then just, move to another area to vote in more dog shit.
Hasn't that not worked in the UK? Because wasn't there like cities that used to be normal, and then they go back? Someone went back years later, a couple of years. Your gentrified villages all have Muslim signs all on them.
Yeah, you need a way you had your have.
When you used to go to the countryside in the village, and it's just a street full of either Indian signs or whatever languages.
Yeah, we have that here.
You think I'm joking?
No,
This actually
I
has
live here.
happened. I'm just telling people this is actually happens in
Yeah,
the
you have to wear
UK.
hijabs or you get harassed down certain streets.
No, there's like they go to what used to be like bakeries on a street, like then the street signs are all either half in English or in like Indian or Arabic.
Yeah, it's considered a great multicultural success.
You mean the late stages of Muslim domination when they take over?
If you see what the Muslim MPs say in this fucking country, dude.
Oh, I've heard the ones that say in Europe. It's
It's
funny
like,
how
if you don't like it here, get out. They also, these fucking say that.
no. The funny part about Saudi Middle Easterns versus European cousins.
Hmm.
So when the Saudis look at the Pakistanis as extremists,
Hmm.
what do you think they look at the ones floating around Europe as?
No idea. It's
It's
terrifying.
the same way, or just they're not as bad as like the Pakistanis because they'll say, "Yeah, we are Muslim, but we
Different sects of Muslims, I guess.
they're okay."
I don't know.
Saudi Arabia or East Egyptian ones are pretty fair. They still have a two-tier system for Muslims and non-Muslims. So, but when you go to the European versions or the Pakistani versions, they don't like with the Pakistanis. They do not like the Pakistanis being so extremist and theatrical or
Mhm.
going so much into the theocracy side. But when they see the ones in Europe, they see radical Islam that goes to the extreme.
Mhm.
So, like the peaceful ones, the imams that call for death to the infidel,
Yeah.
which does happen surprisingly all through Europe. Um, Macron's trying to crack down on it now, but good luck.
Dude, your city's like dog shit. Not
Well, they
happening.
were the first to accept Sharia law, though. So it's a little fun fact. Germany and France both got invaded by this. UK was like, what's going on over here years ago? Entire sections of France ceded areas to Sharia law.
Yeah.
And
And
the
they look like third
yellow.
world countries.
And then they set up the police to have no go zones. Now, flash forward how many years to the UK? The UK starts to do the same thing. We just need to protect them. You're targeting the wrong things. And it looks like AI video, but it's not AI video. These women walk down the street in these like three groups of 3 to 4 Muslim men just walk up right behind them. Because never forget, CNN couldn't. It's the CNN reaction. Okay, Smug, do you remember the Muslim Brotherhood celebration in Egypt where the CNN reporter got raped and she couldn't say it live? And CNN covered it up.
Hmm.
Yeah, it actually happened. And but these are the same people who said Black Lives Matter is fiery but peaceful. Okay, so question: is it liberal horseshoe theory? Do you think there's horseshoe theory, or you think it's they become what they hate?
Horseshoe theory.
So you think it's horseshoe theory? I've heard that
Maybe.
people say horseshoe theory never happens.
I mean, you go on Twitter, you look at every leftist, it's clearly horseshoe theory.
So we're
Like they
describing
like
people we
you
don't
like.
understand.
It's kind of like you can describe fascism to these people, and they'll agree with it
They don't know what it. They'll agree that's fascism, but they don't
up until you tell them it's fascism, and then they'll be like, "Oh no, it just try and
no, because
yeah, yeah, because when they
like
do
in
it, somehow
horseshoe theory, it means both sides of the extremes are closer, but they become similarly identical.
hmm
Because I've said progressives become profoundly racist themselves. They start practicing the other stuff they accuse the other side of.
it's all projection. Like the most like it's kind of like the joke everybody makes about white women, how they end up just saying the most insane racist shit because they're so deeply entrenched of the bigotry of low expectations. It's kind of like that. Like when abortion. I mean, everybody knows that tweet when abortion got Supreme Court revoked abortion. There was that viral tweet. That was like, how would any of these judges like it when one of their daughters get raped by a black man? Holy shit! This
And
or
recently,
when they took away what was it race-based discrimination in schools? They were like, now how are black people going to achieve anything? So Jesus Christ, tell me how you really feel.
Ken Paxton is trying to deflect from. You know what's funny? We had 13 senators that fled the state. They were all funded by Act Blue, and we're seeking to remove them.
Ugh, fuck blue. I've heard stuff about that.
Mm.
I mean, any Democrat-run platform just seems to be sus.
Oh, so we have a meeting. Uh, we're going to have new rounds of talks with Putin in the UK. That's going to go well. I like the favor, by the way. I have to ask you this. So I heard Art say this, but I disagree. Like he's deemed a war criminal.
Here, who?
Yeah, Putin is deemed a war criminal, but no one's going to arrest him.
Well, like, so is Israel's guy. What are you gonna do? I can't remember his name. Benjamin
Uh,
Netanyahu. There we go.
what's funny is Benjamin Netanyahu is losing popularity.
So, like, what I hear is that everybody hates that guy.
Uh, oh. James Lovell died
Who was he?
a day ago. Commander Apollo 13.
Okay.
Jim Lovell. Or James Lovell, depending on who said it. But yeah, it's not like Trump shows. The funny part about, I don't know how people look, Ukraine won't give up land for peace. Sure.
Yeah.
Just. I love how we predicted that was going to be forever war a long time ago. I mean, there's entire cities and villages that look like bombed out sections of World War II cities because of Russian artillery.
Yeah, it looked like shit. What did you think?
And it looks like, and these were things that were built to survive shelling like this. And there's entire, and they're like, well, And the only reason Russia didn't take Kiev early was because they didn't take the airport.
You seriously? Okay.
You don't remember that?
No, it's been a while. You see,
This is how long it's been, right?
yeah, because it got boring, and then the media was like, let's just talk about Israel."
No, the problem is the media with the fog of war. Even everyone's basically admitting the issue with Israel is you do have to support Israel because it's the only beacon of light over there in the sea of Islamic terrorism and slash dictatorships. It's the only thing that looks like a democracy.
Hmm.
But we don't have to support Benjamin Netanyahu because he always says stupid shit.
Yeah.
Like even Bill O'Reilly said that
Like,
years
remember
ago.
when they got a ceasefire and they just decided not to?
Oh yeah, no. Here's how stupid the Israel conflict versus Palestine is. Palestinians, they want them to stop attacking Israel for the time being and give up the hostages and you'll get food.
Hmm.
So Hamas isn't doing that. So and then Israel's like, well, you ain't gonna comply by our terms, so we're still gonna be at war.
Okay.
So two sides that are diametrically opposed to one another aren't agreeing on a damn thing, so they're going to be fighting forever. Now it's until somebody, and there's
How
no
about
amount.
we just let them blow each other up? Because this isn't going anywhere.
Yes, that's where everybody is now.
People got issues.
Everyone is there. We've been there for years. U.S. Trump's official statement is that's why Trump's one of Trump's official statements when he got on the plane. So tells Israel's like being fucking stupid.
Yeah, yeah, I remember that.
Yeah,
And it was like, oh my god, he said the F word.
yeah, no, he said that for it's
He said
been
the big
the
F.
general frustration for us for years. It's like we support the Saudis. People don't know this. We support the Saudi royal family, despite what they had connections to the 9/11 stuff, and they deny us access to terrorists because they just blow them away before getting
That's cool.
intelligence or after getting intelligence.
That's really cool.
Well, where you're at, you're now learning.
Yes. I mean, I've heard it before, but it's like
You didn't know that their
my
intelligence
bad.
is.
It was what you call it? A conspiracy theory, but as we know,
Yeah,
conspiracy
no,
theories
the
are just
missing
spoilers.
redacted pages from the 9/11 report. Yeah.
Isn't it always?
There's still a section of it declassified that goes back to the Saudi royal family. But we all know that the Saudi royal family won't be in power forever, and we just brace for that collapse.
Yeah. I mean, even if you did make a peace with Russia, they would just keep going the moment Trump was out of office. I mean, it's the same with all these countries. You can't really play peacekeeper with them because their hatred just runs way too deep.
See, honestly, you should have did what Bush did when they tried to invade Georgia
What was
years
that?
ago. You don't remember?
Well, I'm not American.
You don't remember when they tried to invade Georgia?
I'm not American.
Okay, fine. Okay, so refresh people. So
You're
Russia tried to take over Georgia, which is not the country over there. It was really close to them
Hmm?
because they wanted to seek. Putin was afraid they were going to join NATO. So George Bush sent forces over and said, "Come over, bitch," and Putin backed down.
Hmm.
Because they had already invaded Georgia once and Georgia repelled them because
Hmm.
Russia had failed. They tried it again. Then we said, we're stationing troops here.
I
Mr.
mean, as we
Putin, come over if you want. You're going to risk a war.
as we have seen by the 3-day occupation of Ukraine, Russia likes to talk a big game.
Well, the problem is they're trying to win the war by attrition.
It's been 3 fucking years.
Well, the thing is, they have what they want. They have what they need.
Mhm.
They
And
just don't stop. All you gotta do is refortify. God forbid you wanted Scepterpole, you got Scepterpole back. Have it. Now he just wants the rest of Ukraine. You can't refarm ruins. You don't want to damage the crop production of it.
yeah, that's another weird thing. He wanted a city, but he's just like destroyed every building in there. So what the fuck?
No.
What's the point?
His plan, when the initial, was to. It's been the same strategy Russians had since about World War II: surround a city, artillery bomb it till it looks like a shell, then go in. Yeah. Do you think Russian tactics have changed in 50 years? No. And then they've just been fighting, and the problem is we don't know how many people have died, quite honestly. But we know it's drained Russia's military resources.
Tiny
It actually
places of Russia.
exposed the Russians that without deploying their full army,
Because I
they're
remember
having
that
to.
Ukraine attack where they destroyed Russia's nuclear planes, was it? Or something? It was like
That's
really pivotal and it fucked them over really badly.
it wasn't. It just didn't fuck them over. It got Ukraine yelled at by the rest of the world.
Yeah, because yeah, it was their nuclear planes, and that's like, you know, you sort of shouldn't do that because that's their defense. Now, from what I understand,
No,
initially, all the
I'll let you go and finish. But
so
there's
from
a
maybe
reason why
you
that
can
happened.
correct me, but from what I understand, initially, am I could just completely off of this?
No, Russia was second behind the U.S. in the most nuclear bombers.
Hmm.
This is not counting their secret launch facilities or missiles,
Hmm.
like their trucks or their other things that can still launch missiles and MIRVs.
Because
The thing is, when you take out the planes, they damaged a lot of planes. Like, people know where our B 52s are.
from what I understand, every country in the pact has to say where their nuclear planes are. So Ukraine doing that was just like a giant shitty move. It was shitty though.
Because you just reshuffled potentially the nuclear power and nuclear launch capability.
Hmm.
So Russia will go to other means to hide it now.
You've just turned you've turned what was already a tenuous situation into an even worse
And
situation.
you create a situation that there is peace as long as you know where the nuclear bombers are.
Yeah, everyone's cards are on the table now. Russia has no reason to put their cards on the table. Congratulations.
So does that make sense?
Yeah, perfect sense. I mean, it's along the lines of what I thought was
Yeah, that's the news story. I'm like, Ukraine, you're an idiot.
because you go on like Twitter, everyone's celebrating this massive win, and then I hear like, actually no, that's like essential for Russia, and it goes a
It's not
lot
just
bigger than
essential
just
for
planes
Russia, it is essential
for everyone.
for nuclear world peace.
The Borgian. Well, I'm facing that weird boss. Let's see how this goes.
Hmm. It's kind of random if he gets eaten. But no, that's their next stage. Because I will say this though, from an outside perspective, I always think it's the Brits that see. Trump is not the best when it comes to foreign politics,
Hmm.
but when it comes to domestic, he's good. Like, the tariffs actually are getting us money, strangely enough.
The who? The cherubs? What?
The tariffs.
Oh, really? Okay. Because
So in a
the
month,
media don't report on that
they
until
don't
like
know. They're not reporting on it. We got like in a month, we got like $1 billion from tariffs, something like that. When certain tariffs went in, right?
Mm-hmm.
So that's how much of a trade deficit we were running, and he's putting it into a general fund.
Question: what does exhaust do?
You can't gain AP.
That's kind of bullshit.
You can gain it. You don't gain AP per turn, but you can gain AP from other things.
Okay. When he swallows people, can I do anything about that? Are they just gone?
No, well, if you have the cure all ability or something, you can.
Cure 'em from being eaten.
There's
Sparrow.
a. I'm going to give you the best secret to Lune. Get her to have mayhem
Can I
and
get
take
that
advantage of
discarded?
the stains. Mayhem is one of the best abilities you can have.
4-piece combo.
Yeah, mayhem, one of the most deadly things, and it's high damage.
Well, this guy's almost broken. This isn't as bad as I thought it would be.
Well, it just
Yes, I'm just
sucks
gonna
if
see
he
something.
eats somebody. He'll do it again.
Really? Okay, that's not what I want to hear.
He does it more than once. Then you take that piece of flesh and you go back out of there and you give it to the little baby one, the white one. You didn't know about that.
No.
It's on the world map. Yeah, you'll get to it.
There's a map. I actually don't know how to open a map in this game.
And when you go to the world map, just go out to the world map area, and there's going to be like a small cave, and there's a white one. It starts the quest for like the white Neverons,
Okay.
and
I know the lore
it's part of the quest, and there's a then you have to give a piece of burgoyne flesh to it,
Mhm.
and it will grow. Get back later. And then there's a quest with Blanchet. If you spare them all, he doesn't fight you. But yeah, no, like the Ukrainians. I will say this though, we should do this for more often because it's like with tariffs and business. But a lot of Trump's business sense is taking
Mhm.
into account trade deals and then building factories here. Okay, like you remember the Switch 2 controversy with a 25% tariff on Japan?
Was that because the tariffs?
That
Because
made the Switch 2
Mhm.
like then it almost not profitable enough for Nintendo to do it in the US. They
Wh-
just settled the Japanese tariff, so they take it down to like 15%,
Mhm.
but they have to give like 550 billion in investment into the US. So build factories or something.
I mean, was that actually because of tariffs? Because I heard like people were blaming it on
Well, the
tariffs.
tariff, the thing is, Trump's strategy is to do tariffs to offset stuff so people come to the table.
Mhm.
Now, you're supposed to get an economic trade. See, it's like in trade wars. Like, that's how China's been making money hand over fist for a while.
Because
So, the
well,
fun fact,
where I'm going with this are people being honest when they blame tariffs for what Nintendo did. Because it seems like Nintendo just being arseholes to
no,
everybody.
Nintendo's been shitbags for years.
It just seems like like people are just jumping on the occasion to
But
blame Trump.
Nintendo was really losing money on pre orders in the United States. If you didn't know that.
Nope. Oh, this is bad.
I'm going to seriously ask, how the fuck are you
Hmm.
supposed to get a 360% break effect?
What unit are you trying to build?
Firefly.
Jesus fucking Christ.
How the fuck do you do that?
Well, her light cone. Gee, I hate light cones. Ooh,
Well,
especially.
I don't have her. You mean her official light code?
Yeah, you need to get that to cheat it. But
There's another. I have the other premium light cone
you
for
need to
her.
get. Well, are you talking about like in battle? Because other people's buffs and her personal buffs can get you there. But like, let's look at Pride Win because they usually calculate like the
See,
base
how
stat.
are they saying that happens?
I
Like,
mean,
I just gotta level it. I'm like, I have gear with attack.
because usually there's like, well, you need specifically break chance if you 180. What? A 360?
There, guy, there is.
It
They're
can't be that bad.
talking. Now, do you remember why Cipher? Do you remember why like Cipher was a weird unit? I said about Cipher, if you did not have her at 180 speed, you're fucked.
Yeah, because she doesn't do anything. She has like, I mean, calculated her best. Actually, no, that I haven't actually looked into that. Is it that she doesn't function at her best without that suit, or she
See,
just
she
doesn't
has an
function?
effect or a perk that doesn't work as effective if she's not 170 speed.
I mean, you can get 170 speed. My high sling is like 210.
Well,
But you could
by
be
the
like
way,
balancing out the
I
attack
know
speed.
you're gonna hate. I know you don't like the blue-haired simp girl coming up, but do you know supposedly on the back
I mean,
end of her banner?
I don't care for her is all, and I'm fine, and I'm happy about that because she's like,
But
I
do
don't
you know who's supposed to be on the back end of her banner?
um Alicia. I don't know.
The wind heel chick from the Flame Chasers.
Hyacinth. Yeah, I
Yeah,
have Hyacinth.
yep. I skipped on her. That like I barely missed her the first time. So if it
Her
goes,
light cone is broken as hell. If you have healing units, I mean, if you have HP
well,
scaling
she's
units,
part of the no. She's part of the healing pack. Well, okay. She is. What is it?
look
Pew
at the
Pew 2.0.
look at the amount of damage her light cone does. It's not even a real thing.
I know, and she buffs Mimeo sprites.
Oh yeah, the more the better. It's
Yeah.
it's an interesting situation to say the least.
I don't know. HSR, some has sections of good units, and then you have other units. It's like you have not Kevin.
Yeah.
I swear, all MiHoYo games all go back to Honkai Impact Third. You just never
No, you don't.
understand it. They all go back to
And people just tell you no, you don't get it. It's
no, you don't get it.
the
I can
XP
go.
or whatever. It's like no, I get it. It's just I mean, pink elf is literally a copy and paste.
Okay, for people that do not know, most in HSR they literally remade the Flame Chaser cycle from HI3.
And they all die.
Literally, and they all die or they're all already dead.
Yeah.
From it's a mirror image storyline.
No, you don't get it. It's a simulation, and fucking hell. I'm not. I can't fuck with.
No, I'm just waiting
Amphorius.
for the end of it. It's all a simulation.
I mean, it
Because
literally
the
is all a
only one that's
simulation.
alive supposedly is Phanon.
Really?
But
I thought he transcended.
I gotta get to the finish of that storyline. From what I know of that storyline, he's the only one to survive next to Serene.
Does Phanon go to the moon? to a Kevin, please.
So in HI3, Kevin is basically immortal. So they're reduplicating that storyline. The black figure is
Mhm.
him.
Yeah,
He's
yeah,
the
yeah.
one, and
He's terrorizing
to
everybody.
my knowledge, without the current chapter as it ends, is I'm pretty sure it's go, but that's not the case. Serene, that is not Elysia, gave up her body or something, and she still might be alive. Then again, everyone thinks she's March 7th or March
Yes.
7th. There's so many March
So
7th
so
theories at
the
this rate.
history of Amphorius is that it's a giant supercomputer made by basically there's an awesome gaming rig called Iron Tomb, which is or Iron Casket or whatever, which is running Amphorius on HD settings, and it is like doing equations after equations over and over and over again
And
until
it's
it
using
spawns
the
life.
Titan cores
Yeah,
as whatever, and that's what was the Moths or the Flame Chasers
yeah, exactly.
from basically HI3.
Yeah, and as
Yeah,
it got to like 99%, because eventually it spawned life, and as it got to 99% completion, Kevin and Alicia stopped Ligma, that computer guy, from finishing. And Ligma's such a fucking idiot. He was like, "Oh, this is really cool," instead of realizing that he's just trapped here forever with them. If that makes
Ligma,
any sense.
Ligma with Ligma balls.
Yeah, the Ligma Balls guy, the computer who's really unbiased, apparently.
See, I'm gonna be happy to play through and look. I do have loves in games, despite we disagree on who we like.
Hmm.
I know you're a Boot Hill fan, but I can't fault you for liking
Don't,
the
I
game
don't, don't,
Cowboy.
don't trash talk my boot heel, dude.
Ah,
Learn your
I am
place.
just happy, by the way. I now have everything in my follow up or break lineup except for fucking Topaz.
Really, the OG? I mean, doesn't Cipher replace Topaz?
I didn't pull sight. Okay, here's the problem with Topaz. Topaz's
Um,
reruns, they don't give us Topaz reruns, and I've lost both Topaz reruns.
what about the electric guy? Mose. There we go. Isn't Mose like almost replaces Topaz? He's really good.
Well, remember, Topaz is also follow up. You might be a break whore.
Yeah, but
I am a
Moses
follow up
follow up.
whore.
Moses follow up. Don't you know what he does?
Yeah, I think it's because I block out because I never use 4 stars.
Dude, use him. He's really good.
I use 4 stars. I don't. I don't use 4 stars sometimes unless they're good.
Are you
You're the
trying to
one who
tell me
convinced
you
me.
don't
Maybe
use?
another person. Maybe
Are you
convince
trying
him.
to tell me you do not use Galahad, the most broken 4-star in this entire game, who competes with 5 stars?
I
Like
never.
Mose and Galahad are the only four.
I have
Well, and
never used.
King.
It's funny. I actually have a. It may sound weird. I just come from the logic. I use 5 stars.
I mean,
Sometimes.
I do too, but like, you look at the stats, you look at the replays, you look at what they do. Mose and Galahad,
HSR. Okay,
dude.
HSR is one of the few that you do have viable 4 stars.
It's like free, but like, I'm being serious. Galahad and Mose, you want to build them. Galahad is universally one of the best healers in the game.
I'm gonna be honest with you. There's a reason why I almost use Lu Chao in every one of my lineups though.
I mean, I do too, but Galahad is just better.
Well, yes, depends when you need to. By the way, I'm waiting. I'm waiting for him. Supposedly, there's a void version of him coming up.
I've not heard that before, but I would be interested.
There's apparently a teaser image down the line of Lu Chao because he's not auto apocalypse.
Really? Notto. I call him Notto in my friend circles. I know who he is. I
I
know who
want to
you
say
are, man.
this. There's so many references that get lost. He is not auto apocalypse.
That's Notto.
We just don't know what the hell he's going to do.
Welt is looking at him, just staring at him every day. You're gonna do something, man. I just know it.
Well, apparently Welt is also. If you don't
Also,
know Welt's
Mhm.
story, Welt is also there.
What's in that coffin, big man?
We don't know. Maybe it's the version of Kalen that's right there.
His version of her.
I swear, most me. Well, the actual thing in most of the MiHoYo universes, Smug. If you don't know this,
Hmm.
he based the original HI3 universe on what is it?
Evangelion. No, come on.
Evangelion, and all Evangelion timelines and bubble universes are part of the same timeline.
Yeah, that makes sense. Given how I,
This is
I've
according to the writer himself. They're
Given
just
how
different
convoluted,
retellings.
yeah, different retellings. Given how convoluted Evangelion can get.
And that's until you get to end of Evangelion. Well, you actually until you get to the end of the Rebuild series, which is actually the end. Where we pissed off fans. But yeah, there's a lot of units. They're just reduxes of units at this rate. I mean, I've seen Nod Cry units come out. I
How
know a lot of people are going to pass over Nod Cry because between here and in Genshin, like Genshin's, I have no urge to pull. See, the problem is I don't want to do any serious pulls before 6.0.
I'm just concerned about.
6.0 is going to drain the wallets of everybody.
Just
I
concerned
can.
about the lunar reactions.
Hmm?
The lunar reactions, you know about those.
What are
Nokrai
those?
units have lunar reactions. Like Flynn is apparently if you
So, is it going to be like the Night Soul?
yes.
So that means we're going to have
Racism
to
is
wait.
strong in Nokrai, I tell you that.
So the thing in Nod Cry that's going to be the next big release, that's 6.0. So we already know what is it. We're going to have to get. So is okay. You can answer this. Is the not sex doll Ganoid that everyone's been gooning over a harbinger, or is she just an agent of a harbinger?
Nobody's been gooning to her, she's just a robot. She's just a
Don't
robot.
say that. We don't talk about you knew.
Well, you go
Sorry.
to weird Discord server, that's a you problem.
No,
Nobody
you don't have to go to the weird Discord server. Just read the app, dude. Sorry, this is in reference. Shippers are terrible people.
that's why I said you
No,
go
but
to
is
weird
she
places.
now?
That's a
See,
you
my problem is the only reason I'm not pulling Athenia is because I don't have any.
Escort Inefa. Jesus fucking Christ.
Well, we've known about her for how long, but she's not really considered a harbinger, is she? Or is she considered a harbinger?
Are you talking about the robot?
Yeah, the
Which
robot. Yeah,
robot are you talking about? The one we have
the
on
one that just released, the
That's
electronic.
what how the fuck is that a harbinger? It's literally just a robot.
Oh god, so it's a trap character.
What are you talking about? It's
Never.
literally just a robot from Nordcry that got like lost. Play a story or something, dude.
I'll play her still. Okay, so she's not gonna be a harbinger. Good.
Why would she be a harbinger?
Never mind. I say that because I
Why is
don't
the
skip.
vacuum cleaner a harbinger? It's because you don't clean your room. Are you giving us details about your personal life?
No,
Do shower scare you?
no. Actually, the funny part is I have the thing of I pull. Okay, two things I don't miss pulling, and either Genshin is that or that is I don't miss pulling harbingers, or I do not miss pulling archons. It's partly because I don't consider Venti an archon, but I do need to pull him eventually.
We got Sucrose at home. I don't care for Venti much. I don't
I
care for
mean, Venti's an archon, but everyone
and
forgets about him because
I mean
he's
like
never
Kazuha.
rerun either. I think they're just gonna have to give away a free version of him
Just
one
like
day.
I would like that because like Kazuha just takes his place. Kazuha just does everything he does but better.
No, the only
Yeah,
reason people use Venti is a mobility device.
you know what I mean. Kazuha can jump high. It's like
Well, no, he has his ultimate. If it charges, just pushes you up above and wide up. Used to be. Hey, but you got a Citralolly with her flying pillow. Now I will say this: you know, okay, who do you think between you and I, who do you think is one of the most anticipated characters coming up?
Farka from what I've heard.
Is it Farka?
The guy with the great sword apparently. Well, Varka and the Klee's mom.
Well, Vaca is the master of the Knights of Felonius that we know is coming up. But is that going to happen before 6.0 though?
Of course not.
No,
He's
6.0
in
is going to
North.
be packed worse than shit at this rate. Well, personally, they keep teasing Columbiana. Or Columbina. Columbina's, but she's not coming till at least 6.4. Mark my words. But see, I'm going to be very curious. Are they going to release the Archon early, or are they going to do it around 3 to 4? You think?
I don't know.
Well, I'm thinking I hope they learn from Nahatu. Or Natlan, sorry. Natlan's problem in Genshin was Natlan was everywhere, but they didn't release the Archon till 5.4. And they put her right next to her support for like a 45-day banner.
45. It wasn't that long.
Was it
I don't.
Citadel?
I think it was next to Sid Lottie, but I'm pretty sure it
Citadel?
was just
Yeah, there was
average.
like both
Banner.
30 days.
I'm pretty sure it's an average length banner.
No, it was one. No, five. Remember, 5.4 was 2 super banners. You can go back and look it up. 5.4 was explicitly both her and the Archon.
I know it's just the length I'm talking about. I'm pretty sure it's average length. But if I'm wrong, I'm wrong.
And it's okay. Most people can forget that. It was a 30-day banner, I believe. Because Movika was she butchered that name, but I just call her the other one.
Mualvika, Muvika, and Sid Lolly. That's a weird name. Sid to Lolly.
See,
Anyways,
some of them I'm good with because they're supposed to be Aztec and Mayan gods.
say the lion's name. The DJ line. Do it.
The cat,
Is it Xylon?
Sa-
Fuck, I can't pronounce that shit.
the goddess of corn.
It definitely has a name. I tell you.
See, some because they're supposed to be old names. Yeah, but I'll be honest. Not well. 6.0 is supposed to be a big release, but I'll be very honest. See,
I mean, it's the
play all
release
the
of the new
MiHoYo
region.
games, despite what people think. But
Every release of the new region is a big release. How it plays out, that's yet to be seen. I'm not
well,
hyped for
I'll
it.
be honest.
Wake
Let's
me
be
up
let's
when
be
we.
let's be honest here. Of the 6.0's characters,
Mm-hmm.
who the fuck asked for? I don't care about the Crimson Witch. I don't.
To be honest, I don't really care much about any of these characters. Genshin's kind of lost it to me. It's going
The
to
problem is they're in their in game. They're in their in game, and
It's like this game rarely ever improves. It's things I want that it just doesn't do, and it's like, well, what's the fucking point? Where's my overflowing resin? Why are time lock dungeons still a thing? We have over 90 characters. We're going on 100 characters in this game, yet we still have time lock dungeons. Remove collecting crystal flies. 'Cause that shit's so ass.
hmm. See, yeah, we're getting the 6.0 teasers. See, Varka.
I like the Egyptian lady with the snake look-alike. The woman with the green, you know who she is.
Yeah, I'm looking at it. So, yeah, I know the one that I'm thinking of is the 7th rank is Sandrone. I'll be honest. We're probably Alice is supposed to be good, but we'll be curious. She's supposed to be the mother of Klee.
Yep.
So, does she blow stuff up too? So the
No, I did Pixif is back. Okay.
sorry is
I just
mischievous.
I just read
I'm
something.
sorry. I'm sorry. People don't have no. You don't get the. So we're supposed to be Columbina. Oh God,
Yeah,
yes.
she's somewhere in there.
So
A
there's
water.
there.
Actually meant to be a really broken water unit.
But yeah, they're not expecting at least. I'm assuming which one's the Archon? Nod cry. Or we're not going to be getting that. Because we're always going to have that about 3.4. Because we don't really know who the. Do we know who the Archon is?
Who?
We don't know who the Archon is, do we?
So from what I understand, that dear girl is meant to be the Archon. She was just cursed to turn into a deer.
What?
The Archon of the new region. It's meant to be the girl, the dear girl we saw, Lan Ha. She was just cursed to turn into a deer.
Is it kind of like it's not as obvious as we figured out who was the Archon for we all figured out who the Archon was prior. Hold on.
I mean, in prior,
Lamia's supposed to be the one?
well, from what I've been told, she's been cursed to turn into a deer. She is the Archon of that region. There's some lore about fake visions and stuff. I haven't looked into it. Like, I'll be honest, I am wholly uninterested in 6.0.
No one's really interested because we know the other one.
It's like fake hype to me.
Well, no, the Archon in the last region is supposed to be
Teresa?
no. The Archon's supposed to be in the last. So the Archon is supposed to be closed off by love and cursed by fate.
What does that even mean?
Why would the fucking Dendro? Why would the Archon of Ice?
Oh, Teddy Ursa.
Well, okay. Lauma is supposed to be one of the Frost Moon Scions. She's a Dendro Catalyst user.
Uh-huh.
Why would you be the head of the region of Ice?
No, you're thinking of Teresa and is Teresa her name or is it the name of her city? Because Norcry is like some other region. And then like this is it.
Tries not.
Norcry.
Oh, so
Yes, so
Naya.
yeah, Shinesnai, there we go. Shinesnai is the region. So Norcry, the deer person, there's some lore about fake archons and fake visions and stuff, but she's meant to be
Because you're supposed to get Pero.
Really? I haven't seen that dude in ages.
Well, the thing about it is, okay, so
actually, people are talking about the Doctor, like finally doing
Doctore?
something. Yeah, Doctore, but he hasn't done anything.
No, he gave up everything.
I haven't seen that dude since that. Since that one Natlan cutscene when he just killed all his clones. Well, the clone killed all its clones, apparently.
Because, so we actually have the Snezhnaya map.
Let me see that.
We already have it. The question is what they're going to do. And I don't think the Archon is Columbina.
I mean, no, Calabina is just the... I mean, Calabina is literally just the... Actually, it might be, because like the whole... So the whole point is that Lamia the deer is Like I said, it's more. This might take more
Well, she's
research.
a sprite. She's supposed to be not a sprite, but she's supposed to be one of the.
But I thought she was meant to be representing the region. It's just that something happened to her. So Colabina might have taken the place. We talk specifically Nordcry. Also, I'll be real, I'm kind of sick of every single.
I don't know, because the lore on the lore. I'll say this: the lore on. Well, we do know we're going to be 6.0. We're supposed to be getting the rest of the Patui Harbingers, or at
Finally.
least a couple of them.
Doesn't mean it was like all of them like good guys in disguise. They're just horribly misunderstood.
Well,
can we stop that?
No.
Let's not talk about Chapter.
You know what's gonna? Can I say? You know what's gonna be weird in Genshin?
Well,
we're going to get the Lich King as a playable character.
Capitado's gonna finally stand up, guys.
God damn, that should be.
It controls the. I mean, it literally is. It controls frost and death. Let's go, boys.
Okay, people do know. I'm going to see this later.
If
Nahatu literally ends with the Harbinger that came to fight her sits and dies on a throne in the sky.
Yeah, he just butts in and takes Malvika's place. Huh, how strange.
Makes a deal with the land of death, basically. Stuff like that. And he just dies on the throne in an echoing of, as a representative of Natlan, yes, because they don't have an Archon, the true Archon.
Was he born in Natlan?
Which he's like an identity and formless.
I mean, he's got like
it literally is one of the worst endings to a Regions chapter.
I fucking
it caught so much shit. I think when I messaged Smug, I go, "Really? Is he just the Lich King?"
Worst ending.
Like,
he doesn't do anything in the entire chapter. Then at the end, he just dumps his backstory on you and dies. Yeah, I'm actually just immortal, and I've lived for millions of years, and have millions of souls.
I've just lived long enough, and I can't die, and now I'm gonna die sitting in a chair.
Congratulations, buddy. What the fuck is this shit? Could Malvika, God forbid, Malvika face a single issue?
No, because the ley lines were broken in the last Archon War.
Like I never paid that much attention to Malvika, but I've watched other videos of people. Apparently, she's just like the most Mary Sue character ever made. She's just solving complex puzzles from different regions, and everybody loves her. And she does everything right.
Well, everyone forgets that she's just Himiko. But there's also she's not liked by. Well, you know why she's gonna be one of those characters. She's not gonna get many reruns.
Because she's had like 3, hasn't she? Haven't they? I mean, China.
2.
Well, China doesn't like her because she's not girlfriend material. I heard that.
Okay, no. Citalali just got her second run.
Well,
she just got her first rerun
because she is girlfriend material. Jesus fuck Christ, listen.
No. But yes, she's also the old grandmother.
Yeah, and she blushes, and clearly has the hots for Aether. So the Chinese side doesn't like Malvika because she's commanding, and that doesn't make for good girlfriend personality.
So how do you explain why Furina didn't get a rerun until a year later?
I don't know. Furina, who's
Water Archon?
I mean, she's not girlfriend material. I just don't know about her. I don't know.
How do you explain why she didn't get a rerun?
How do you explain why Shen hasn't got a rerun, huh, buddy? Huh?
Well, you mean just you? I know why she hasn't gotten a rerun.
I can't explain everything. I'm just repeating what the.
Do you know who's the only more abused and not rerun character than her?
Aloy, let's go.
Eula.
Eula, really?
You're gonna look that way.
Oh, I mean, Eula's like pure.
Eula's like been forgotten about. No one thinks about her.
Physical DPS where you at?
No, she's ice DPS.
No, she scales on, but yeah, but she scales on physical damage. All her she prioritizes physical
Well,
damage.
see, she's single target, but see, people
Well, I mean,
forgot
no,
about
I mean
her because
she's
she
not single
doesn't.
target. She's AOE. It's just like she takes. The problem is she takes too long to start up. Her damage scaling is weird. She doesn't function well with others. She requires too much on field time, and like we're at the point where skirts
We're at
basic
the
auto
point
attack.
of she has aged badly, but
Yeah, like
it's
skirts
like
auto attack does the
the
same
thing
amount of
is,
damage
like,
as a triple.
legitimately though, the only reason you don't see the Scaramouche or Wanderer reruns is literally because China. I think
Trying to fucking hate Scaramouche. I don't know what that guy did.
supposedly he insulted some trans people or some shit. The VA
China likes trans people. I
or
don't know.
something weird, like he did something, and he doesn't get reruns. Like he'll get like one rerun a year.
All I know is that they were psychotic about him before any drama happened. So anything else is like them just
And then
have.
the rest of the world is like, why don't we get the reruns of him? Like I know he just had one bizarre rerun.
Well, dear boy, because what a silly little game called Honkai Impact 3 once had a Bunny collab, and one of their star members almost fucking died because of it.
Well, okay, the Buddy collab. Did you realize? Okay,
Like I know the behind the scenes about
here's
what
the
happened in
funny thing
China.
about that Buddy collab. I can find that still. That was from the 3rd-year anniversary.
And China got our anniversary
China
cake.
got mad because they get everything before we do, and they got pissed that we got that.
Yeah. Well, it's actually a bit more than that. So, China suffers from like this constant inferiority
Hold on,
complex where they think every other region gets stuff better than
hold
them.
on.
So when we got the bunny girls, they didn't know what was going on, and they made up a narrative that Hoyo was whoring out the girls to us. And it turns out lots of people in China really like Fu, and they got
And I
really
think
pissed.
to find that now, I want to say this
And
guy.
then
I want to say they got. I remember that, and we were like, "Why are you
and
mad
then you
about that?"
Well, because you had Tencent agitators as well, so the narrative became that their waifus were being whored out to the West. Because a lot of these people are generally terminally online. Like
Dude.
it's like they're like the husbando communities, where they're just like full of insane people.
They didn't get released. They didn't
No,
release it.
no, because like China, from what I understand, China's interpretation of bunny girls was that they're prostitutes. So
So you're gonna tell me that this isn't? Hold on. Yes, this is what you're referencing. That when they got mad about it,
yeah,
you can't find this officially on the official MiHoYo.
yeah, they got mad about that, and they were like,
They got mad about this.
well, because it's like I said, they made up a narrative. They made up a narrative, and then like a bunch of people agitating, like fed into it. Like, oh, they're whoring out their girls to the West. These are whore outfits and whatever else.
But this is a company made of
That,
fan service.
I don't fucking know, dude. They
There's
just
a
got mad.
literal whole mini storyline to this.
I don't know. They just got
They
mad.
don't realize this. There's an actual mini storyline to why this happens.
You think anybody cares?
Did you not realize that? Do they
You
not
think anybody
realize
cares?
this?
Do you think anybody cares? Just because you
No.
explain something doesn't mean people are gonna like it.
Okay, the funny part about this is there is so much just that gets lost. Now we just got. I don't know why people got mad about it. It just happens. They're like, this is sexualized. Wrong.
That wasn't the case.
And the funny is, half these characters are irrelevant now. I guarantee, find these characters in the meta. They haven't been meta for a while. Also, never forget 3.0. The death of Himiko. We don't forget chapter 3.
Yeah, it's getting real late for me. I've got to get going.
I know you. We'll have to do this more often, anyways.
Oh, sure, if you can catch
Yeah,
me.
you don't have to. You have to stay out of that trouble though, because you'll be available tomorrow, will you?
Maybe. It depends how I'm feeling.
If we do like a more part two, because it's funny on the UK, because you can see how much you could speak. Because people are like, they're gonna get.
It only gets worse from here. That's all I know.
By the way, I gotta ask you, quick, while I have you around,
Hmm?
how do you? What did you make of the trailer for
Alice, I haven't watched it.
not Alice's? What did you make of this?
I haven't watched any of the new trailers. I think the last one I watched was Hugo's.
Hugo's.
Yeah, he pretends to be a police officer.
I
No,
don't.
maybe later. I gotta go, really.
Yeah, you take care because though you get to watch you get to see this one. See this really quick. Apparently, this is supposed to be the Bernice. I tried watching it. I'm like, what the fuck
This
is
is
this?
Bernie's 2.0. Okay, restart that shit.
This
Let's
is
go.
like what? This is literally Bernice 2.0.
They really try to capitalize on that.
Just understand. This is Bernice 2.0.
You can only hit God once, my boy.
There you go.
You can't force a meme.
I was like, what the fuck is this? It lost me. I'm like, I don't get it. This is like a first theme I never jived with. She is a good character.
I mean, she's yeah, Astra for. Yeah, she's the
She's
Astra
like
for
Astro
Anomaly.
Yao, but she isn't Astro Yao.
Well, she's Anomaly's Astra, yeah, and that's all that matters really, because Astra has overlaps with everybody but Hugo, and that's an issue.
See, this is a theme that doesn't mix. You have to look it up.
The pixel
Doesn't make sense. It's like Bernice was like hyperactive shit.
I mean,
This
she's
is
literally
just
drinking.
overload.
She's literally drinking lighter fuel, and this is like her backstory. She used to be a test subject.
I have not spoiled. I haven't spoiled myself on it. I kind of want to know her backstory. By the way, everyone's waiting on the dog boy.
Yeah, because he's really muscly, and the husband, no players.
I don't care for him. I don't want my JoJo.
Either.
I don't want my JoJo. I'm not gonna pull him. He's gonna
I've
be
seen
a
his attack
JoJo
animations.
character.
I don't care. I already have my Raptor agent.
But she has a good animation. Her theme just is ass. Yes, this is the Bernice one on fucking Overload. It doesn't stop. You didn't realize how bad this was, Smug?
Like, I mean, people have been criticizing Honkai Stars trailers for just being acid trips, but fucking hell, dude.
This is bad.
We
This
just
is DCC.
It's not my jam. I've said that. Fucking hell.
Really?
I'm gonna go back to Caesar Crown's theme. Nah, that's a bomb.
By the way, just wait till we get seeds.
Oh, why couldn't you have just been a cool AI? I'm not. I'm
What?
skipping the entire patch. She's on a mall cop scooter. Have you seen her?
You know Seed is going to get pulled.
I'm not touching her. Fuck off.
You're not pulling her.
No.
No, this is the Bernice theme that does not stop.
Just keep going.
It's 3 minutes. I can imagine on this on loop. Yes.
I am not buying the mall cop. Fuck off.
You're not buying the mall cop. How dare you? So what are you gonna do? You can entirely skip
I
on
am
the.
literally
You're
iPads.
gonna
Hopefully,
skip on the
I mean,
whole.
if they like, I wanted to get off, but I mean, I don't. She's apparently she's sub DPS, so that it just depends how well she works with Evelyn. But apart from that, actually, no, I might get seed purely because that electric, what's her
Are
face,
you okay? I'm
Silver
gonna
Arby
ask
was
you
so
this. If you're gonna,
disappointing.
here's what you're gonna. Here's the thing. Why do you think I would skip Alice? I want to skip Alice because if she's physical and I don't have a Jane Doe lineup, really, I have barely used Jane Doe since I even got after a while.
Yeah, that's a skill.
Now she's. Let's be realistic here. Seed is probably going to be pulled if you need the lineup for T-Mobile.
Maybe, but I don't care. That's someone else's.
But no, but you do know you're going to have to pull the Dragon Girl.
I mean, if I'm pulling the Dragon Girl, and even then, my want for the Dragon Girl begins and ends on how well she does with Evelyn. That's it.
Really.
If
By
she
the way,
does, if
I
she's
do
not good with
enjoy is
Evelyn,
I hate the shippers. I hate the shippers in this community.
I hate the shippers in all of these big
But the
communities.
actual cosplay community is excellent.
Yeah, I should show you some stuff. They've been real good cosplayers.
Like that you can just tell by the cosplay is probably really good. But see, like her trailer, all these trailers are supposed to have very tragic backstories.
I mean, she has a kind of tragic backstory, so.
What's the tragic backstory?
She was a lab experiment. Basically, a bunch of kids were kidnapped and experimented on to test
This is why there's a bunch.
corruption. You'll see it in the newest storyline. Can't find it.
She's not a B-Star reference.
No idea. Okay.
Well, see, Oni Mommies, you don't realize this though. As I say about,
And as
you
I
know what
said, I have to go.
Yes, you have to go. You take care. For
See
real.
ya.
Anyways, I torment him, but it's all fun. No, a lot of these stories, we're about 3 years down the line. Some of these characters have tragic backstories, others don't. Anyways, I will probably be chilling. I'll probably back to streaming later. Let me see. I just do funs. A little bit of the UK stuff early on. See, right now it's Yanagi's is the second half of this banner. Yanagi's has a pretty dark backstory though. But ZZZ is a mix of both. Well, maybe we'll have to explore. But I wish people luck though. But I am tired. I need to go back and refarm. I need to go back and farm aluminum. So, plus W2 art on smug though. It's all fun. I will catch people later though. These are shorter. I should actually catch him sooner because he's in the UK though, for real. So, it's fun actually chat across things. But I'm tired myself and I will catch people later. I don't know. Game stream should be returned to normal next week. Assuming I don't have 2 days like the last 2 days that I feel like shit. But that's a matter for another day. I will catch people later. And see people then.